The heart of your teams, the heart of Michigan. Bally Sports Detroit, the heart of the fan.
The exclamation point of the 2022 high school football season came over the weekend at Ford Field. 8 state champions were crowned, and a group of seniors played their final high school football games. But for the 5th consecutive year, Ford Field isn't the final date on the calendar. The final snaps of the season will take place here in Brighton at the beautiful Legacy Center Sports Complex, where some of the state's finest seniors will strap it up for the final time. Welcome to the Legacy Senior All-Star Game, and it's presented by Southeast Michigan Ford Dealers, where we'll celebrate some of the best football players across the state of Michigan. And it starts right now on Bally Sports.
What a way to end a championship football weekend. For a 5th straight season, we have brought you here to the state-of-the-art Legacy Sports Complex for the Legacy All-Star Game here on Bally Sports. 69 of the best high school senior football players will participate here. Hi, everyone. Welcome on a Sunday afternoon. I'm Matt Shepard, and it's great to have my good friend Devin Gardner back from the big lights on the national stage to be with us here yet again. My friend, it's great to see you. I hope you and your friends had a great Thanksgiving Day weekend. And look, this is something you and I have been part of for a number of years. This is going to be a lot of fun, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is my favorite stage, right? I love high school football, particularly in Michigan. And like you said, we've done this before. We did it together as partners. I did it as a coach, the game I won last year. And I'm doing it again as an announcer on the field. So
I'm excited that you're going to have a ton of interviews throughout the day today with players and with coaches, the ability to break things down. We're going to have a lot of fun, but this is really important for these young men and these coaches. You've got both coaches side by side right now.
Yes, I do. Alex Greeno, and we've got Frankie Pop, one of the best coaches in the state of Michigan. And both these guys have been a part of Legacy. I want to start with you, Greeno. How important is it that Legacy does this for these kids, and how big is it for them?
I think it's super important. Gives everybody one last platform to showcase what they got. You know, we're the last high school football game in the state happening this calendar year, and that's exciting. You know, you get an opportunity to show what you got in television, represent your family, your school, where you're from, and what an opportunity to have.
And, Pop, you've been around football for a very long time. What does it mean to you that you continue to be a part of this Legacy All-Star Game and get to impact all these children?
Oh, in all honesty, it keeps you young because you have to be at their level. You know, you can't be the old guy ever because they won't pay attention to you, as we all know. So keeping young, keeping upbeat. We've got European kids this year for the first time, so that's super exciting, the mixing of cultures and diversity. It just keeps expanding, and so blessed and honored to be a part of it.
I want to get one thing from both of you, because you guys have been around football for a very long time. I've known you for a very long time, and I know you're very intentional. What are some of the things that you try to get through to these kids that you only get a couple days with them? What do you try to get them to learn?
You know, just get the base offense down, make sure it's simple enough that they can play fast on just a short couple days of practice. I mean, we had 2.5 practices essentially. So, you know, you want to give them an opportunity to show what they got. You don't want to try to slow them down by making it too complicated for them. Make sure they're confident, playing fast, and having fun.
How about you, Pop?
You know, mine is a little bit more life-related, as usually it is for me as a coach. And when we talk about the aspects of controlling yourself and your emotions, to control the controllables, go out with everything you've got all the time. You know, we're not promised tomorrow, as we all know, and sadly sometimes that comes too quickly. So in this game, it's, hey, give everything you got. You never know what's going to happen the next day, and I think our kids are here to that.
All right, we got 2 fire-breathing dragons here. I'm going to make sure I stay between them, and we're going to come back to you, Shep.
Love the lessons learned. High school football here on Bally Sports Detroit, proudly presented by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. The coaches have learned a lot in the last couple of days, as have the players. We're ready to meet the men who will put it all on display here this afternoon. Here's the PA announcer, Jim Shannon. Jim?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 5th annual Legacy Senior All-Star Game here at the Legacy Center in Brighton, Michigan. Let's meet our starters. First, from the West, wearing white trimmed in red. At defensive end, from Bridgeport High School, wearing number 15, Zaylen Martin. At defensive tackle, wearing number 75 from Waterloo 8 High School, Royce Doherty. At defensive tackle, wearing number 79 from Pinckney High School, Owen Sweeney. At defensive end, from Godwin Heights High School, wearing number 55, Trevante Buckley. At middle linebacker, wearing number 9 from Jackson High School, Josh Billingsley. At the will linebacker position, wearing number 1 from Pinckney High School, Brady Raymond. At free safety, wearing number 6 from the Bulldogs of Brighton High, Andrew Stewart. At safety, wearing number 11 from Chelsea High School, Jason Gonzalez. At safety, from Huron High School in Ann Arbor, wearing number 21, Zires Ruff II. At cornerback, wearing number 29 from W.F. Herman Secondary in Canada, Keanu Elliott. At cornerback, from the Chiefs of Canton High School, wearing number 4, Josiah West. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2022 Legacy West All-Star starters. And now, introducing your East All-Star starters, wearing blue trimmed in white. At quarterback, from the Falcons of Divine Child High School, wearing number 17, Robert Lillane. At running back, from the Pioneers of Dearborn High, wearing number 20, Noah Dobert. From the Cubs of UD Jesuit, at wide receiver, wearing number 1, Austin Edix. At wide receiver, from Bluefield Hills High School, wearing number 5, Aaron Zeckman. At wide receiver, from Anchor Bay High School, wearing number 9, Melton Eason. At wide receiver, from Romeo High School, wearing number 14, Santino Palazzolo. At left tackle, wearing number 75, from Dakota High School, Joe Bridgnick. At left guard, wearing number 51, from Linden High School, Jack Liedel. At center, wearing number 71, from West Bloomfield High School, Dalen Henry. At right guard, wearing number 54, from the Cubs of UD Jesuit, Alex Iannuzzi. And an offensive tackle, wearing number 77, representing the Divine Child High School, Noah Thomas. Ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate the conclusion of Thanksgiving weekend, we now pause and honor America with the singing of our national anthem, led by Jamie Collins. Please stand. Gentlemen, kindly remove your hats.
Helmet to your left hand. Up there, the flag in the middle. No, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Boy, that was beautifully done. We're here at the state-of-the-art. It's a beautiful facility, the Legacy Sports Complex. It only gets better and better with each passing year for not just football, but a lot of different sports that we'll show you a little bit later on. You heard from both coaches with my friend Devin Gardner. Rich Pop is the boss man for the East squad. Rich Pop at Southfield A&T, I should say, and a former quarterback at Livonia Franklin. And for the West, out of Dearborn, Alex Grignon. He's the head guy controlling the team in red and white.
Hey, O-line, O-line,
They've had a couple of
O-line.
days to get to know these young men, influence these young men. It's amazing what they can accomplish in just a couple of days. Our referees are out there as well, and many of them have worked high-level high school games throughout the season. It's great to have them on board on this Sunday afternoon. Here's some of the All-Star Game rules. No special teams. There are trick plays. Drive start at the 25-yard line of the opposition. Ball will be placed on the 25-yard line for a different set of situations. Automatically placed there if you choose to punt. And after a touchdown, you can go for a 1-point conversion from the 5, a 2-point conversion from the 10. It'll take you 15 yards to get 3 points after a touchdown. No blitzing, and celebrations are allowed, but let's be respectful in those celebrations. Speaking of respect, I'm celebrating the reunion with Devin Gardner, who is patrolling the sidelines. How you feeling down there, buddy?
Oh, I'm really excited. The thing is, I love the rules. We cannot do the go for one thing. I want 3-pointers, right? Be Steph Curry in this game. Make sure you attack. This is an all-star game. We want to see a lot of points, a lot of scoring, some defense, a few tackles here or there. Not a whole bunch of that. But I love that the special teams is out, right? Get those kickers out of here. Get them out of here. We love them, but get them out of here. And let's get this thing going.
Steph Curry. Can we use Pistons from moving forward? I mean, if we're going to refer to the basketball side of things.
He's the greatest shooter of all time.
Cade Cunningham. Okay, you have your track shoes on, by the way, because you're going to be running a lot.
I'm ready. I am ready. I got my Jordans on. I'm ready to go.
All right, here we go. I won't hold that against you either. The East team will take control of the football first. They've got a big offensive line, and Robert Lillane is the quarterback. Out of Divine Child, wearing 17 in blue. Big kid at 6'4", 2¼
It's a big man.
He sure is. A little swing pass to get Austin Enix involved. And a minimum gain.
With Coach Pop, his offense is always extremely creative. And even though they've only had 2 days to prepare, you're going to see a lot of motions, a lot of things. He makes sure the kids are extremely disciplined. They know what they need to do. So you're going to see guys in motion in a lot of different plays. And he's known Lane for a very long time through the Legacy Passing League.
4-time letter winner with Divine Child is Robert Lane. 2nd down and 9 for him with a 4 wide receiver set. First run of the afternoon for the East squad. Noah Dobert out of Dearborn, who was an all-conference selection. Lane, we mentioned, a 4-time letter winner. Recruited by 21 different schools. Dad and uncle both played at Michigan State University.
Shep on 3rd down here, because of the vanilla style of the defense for an all-star game, you might get off coverage on the outside, and Lane has the big arm to throw these curls to the field, right? So don't be surprised if he doesn't give number 5, Aaron Zekman, a chance out of Bloomfield Hills out here on the right.
Again, no blitzing for Alex Greeno in the defense. Lane slings it out, and he's got his man for a 1st down and more. Up close to midfield. Good pitch and catch to Santino Palazzolo from Romeo.
That's a nice job there, getting the ball out quickly. You get a clear out on the outside and get him into the flat quickly. He catches the ball and he goes gets a lot more, right? They're just trying to get the 1st down. He gets a big gain there.
From midfield, again on the ground, Dobert following the middle of that offensive line with Dallin Henry, Jax Liddell, Alex Tanuzzi, Joe Prichnick, Noah Thomas across the front for the guys in blue.
So you got a combo route here where it's double goes to the right and curl speed out on the left, right? So curl flat to the left of the formation and double goes on the right. Lane loves to throw it deep, and there's no safety deep, just one. So I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't take a shot out here to the right.
Looking right, now left. Pressure comes. He unloads, and it's incomplete.
So that's a clear miscommunication there. He's supposed to be on a curl, and that's a nice job out of Lane because the defensive backs bailed at the snap on the right side of the formation, so he goes right to his curl read, but the curl read was running to go, so that's always going to be trouble. 2 days to prepare. Remember that, Shep. 2 days to prepare, so you're going to have some blunders, some mental mistakes here, especially early.
How do you know when he's supposed to peel off that route and when he's supposed to continue?
Well, I asked Pop. He said it's supposed to be a curl. Yeah, Pop's my guy.
But there is a read there involved, right, for both the quarterback and the wide receiver?
No, that was just supposed to be curl flat on that side, right, so he can give the quarterback answers so he doesn't have to have 2 goes running into retreat coverage.
Gotcha. Trips to the left for Lane here on a 3rd down and long. Moves his feet well. Wants a post route, and it is hauled in. Now it is, what are they going to rule it? There's 2 guys all over that football. Yes, it is a 1st down grab. And a heck of a catch by Aaron Zekman from Bloomfield Hills High School. Great concentration.
I mean, wow, by Lane. He absorbs the pressure. You got 15 coming off the edge, and he backs up, and then drives the ball down the field. What a throw.
Hurry up offense to Dobert for a minimal gain.
Replay, here's the catch again. The catch, yep.
Wow, Aaron Zekman. I mean, reaching out, Zekman does a great job of a combat catch, right? In a combat catch, I describe it as a catch where there's a guy on your back and you're trying to make sure you catch it while there's contact. He does a great job of using his big hands and making the play.
Lane will throw for it, and he wanted Zekman again, but instead, a little high for him, brings up 3rd down. Good numbers there by Zekman. Cool thing about him is that he helped raise over $10,000 for Detroit families and a health clinic and the Detroit Community Vegetable Garden. So getting involved in the community, not just in the classroom and on the football field.
What do we got here, Pop?
freeze him, try and get a free 5 yards here.
All right, you hear that? He's going to try to freeze him with a fake snap count and try to get him off sides, get a free 5. Got him.
He did. Wow. That's good football thinking.
Defense, number 15. 5-yard penalties from the previous spot. 3rd down.
What we got here now? You got your free 5. What do you got?
I'm going to go slant speed out. They're bailing on the corner. See if we can't hit that speed out and flat, run in for a touchdown.
All right.
We expand, we'll go to that slant behind them.
Got it.
Lane looks left, throws on a slant route, and it is knocked away. Good defensive play made by Josiah West out of Canton High School.
Let's replay the defense.
Yeah, Josiah West is not a big guy, only 5'8", 160 pounds, but he's in perfect position in that hip of the wide receiver and gets his hand in there. That's a nice throw by Lane, but better defense.
West fractured his collarbone in the first game of the year and able to fight through it toward the end and come back and have another nice season and putting on his athleticism and cover skills on display here at the Legacy All-Star game.
4th down here. I wouldn't be surprised to get Lane on the move. He's a guy that can move and throw. There it goes.
They will do that, but he's going to run it. Uses that big body, forces his way through, and it is short.
They gave it to him. They did
give it to him. I didn't see any touchdown signal.
No, he got the 1st down. He still had an opportunity for a first down.
All right, thank you, buddy.
Yeah, I love the call there, right? Just get him on the outside zone. You said his measurables, 6'4", 225 pounds. Get the quarterback with the ball in his hands right away and get him on the outside on the 19 sweep.
So a fresh set of downs for him. You stay on the ground here. Timeout called by Rich Pop and the East.
Devin, we're staying here. Devin, get us into the huddle here. Let's take a listen to this. We'll set him up for it, Shep. Yep. So it should be cool to listen to some of these huddles.
20H or on double H, we always have to have 3 receivers. Okay, you were going out. I thought we had enough. Okay, we're good. Hey, listen. We're going to pound the rock. Hey, let's go heavy.
That's 2 X's, no slot?
No, it's one wide receiver. One wide receiver, no slot.
And you're staying in.
Hey, we're going super left, right? We're going tackle left as always. ISO left. Yes. We're in heavy.
Shep, I think they're going left.
Hey,
I think they're going heavy.
Are we waiting?
A lot of heavy guys going left. I think that's what's going on here.
We're going ISO left. Hey, talk to each other. Let them talk. We got 11. You're out. Okay, get in the huddle.
There's a skinny guy that keeps trying to get in the game. He played a good season at Romeo. I don't think he heard that it was heavy personnel. He keeps trying to get in the game there, but I'm just telling you, they're going left. I'm not a fool and I'm not a scientist, but I do know my right from my left. It's going to be heavy men going on the left.
That's really good stuff. I love the communication. Rich Pop saying, talk to one another.
Yeah. Super important when you just beat these guys for the first time in pads. You usually play against each other.
Dobert, left side, cuts it back, and he punches down close to the goal line.
So, Coach Pop gave the old famous ditto, right? That means do the same thing again.
Gotcha.
Right, you get an inch there, go get another inch for a touchdown.
Half a yard to go. Dobert again. This time he's in. Touchdown, Legacy All-Star East. All right, grade the rowing touchdown celebration for me.
I don't know. I like it.
I like it a lot.
They were in sync, right? Remember, just known each other for 2 days. In sync. I'm going to give it a 9. 9.5.
I like it.
9.5. Because it's after a touchdown, right? You score a touchdown. You deserve to celebrate. I'm glad the flags didn't come out. How about Gustav, right? He gets his first touchdown on American soil. How about that? Only at the Legacy football game.
Celebrations are allowed, but it's got to be with the teammates and respectful, and it was very respectful there. So you wanted them to go for 3. They're going to go for a conversion, but what is this, a 1-point conversion or a 2-point conversion? Intercepted. So the Keanu Elliott pick means that the East All-Stars have to settle for just 6. But they'll take it thanks to the senior from Dearborn High School, Noah Dobert. A 3.6 GPA and a pretty good kid at finding the end zone. And then orchestrating a very unique and in-sync celebration to boot. Noah Dobert, he just loves playing the game of football, and it showed. He scored the game's first touchdown is with Devin Gardner. Dev?
Yeah, I implied that it was his first touchdown on American soil. That's the wrong number 20. This is Noah Dobert. What did you see on that play? How about kicking off the scoring for the Legacy All-Star game?
I just saw my boys. I saw 7 big bodies in front of me. I'm like, yeah, this is easy touchdown.
How good does it feel for Coach Pop to say, hey, we're going to give it to you twice in a row?
It feels good, man. Like, you know, Coach Pop trusts me to pound that rock in. You know.
Very good. How happy are you to be here at this Legacy All-Star game?
You know, I'm honored to be competing with the best in the state, and against my head coach, Alex Greeno, too. So that's pretty awesome.
Oh, playing against your coach. How about that? And you score a touchdown on his team. Go celebrate with your big fellas.
Right, thank you.
Here's a trick play to start for the East. They're calling that a catch.
You know, I'm not here to challenge the referees, but I'm just telling you. I'm standing right here on the sideline. That is not a catch. But since they called it, they say it's a catch, it's a catch. I'm pretty sure that hit the ground. I love the aggressiveness, though, to take the trick play and throw it on the first play.
He caught it, partner.
He caught it.
Xavier Tyus just reached down and grabbed it. It was a job well done, and now on the run, up the middle, and into just inside the 35-yard line. The Portage Northern co-captain of this offense for Legacy West. He's got some MAC offers possible and some Grand Valley and GLIAC opportunities.
How about Greeno making sure to be aggressive on that first play, getting the offense started quick.
His quarterback, Luca Pryor, fires on a curl route and it's dropped. Intended for Ethan Hull.
You gotta know, Shep, that both these head coaches specialize in quarterback and offense, right? So you're going to see some explosive plays. You're going to see this ball put in the air quite a bit.
I love the fact that Alex Greeno goes right into the bag of tricks and does the double pass.
So, Alex, I'm going to ask you about that trick play soon, but what do we have here?
We're just running a little counter here. You know what I'm saying? We'll get our H going. Guard H counter. Xavier Tyus is a dog, doesn't go down on the first hit a few times.
Down the sideline!
You make football look easy. Get your best athletes the ball, and they make my job really simple, okay? Exactly how we drew it up.
Yeah, that's exactly how you drew it up. Very nice play. It's a very nice job of Tyus. I mean, they're leaning on him, and he does a very good job of getting behind his blockers, being patient, and getting to the outside. And that offensive line is moving, guys.
All the way down to the 5 in just a few plays.
Kids, we got really good athletes. My job is to get out of the way and let them play fast, right?
How about the trick play? What gives you the courage? Is it your son? Did your son call it?
Yeah, he actually did. He was like, you guys should do something exciting. So I said, all right, we'll do a trick play. So we actually just put it in while warm-ups were happening.
Hey, that's what you got to do. All-star game, baby.
Hey, let's go. 31.
See, coaches have to be open-minded, too. My son put it in. Alex Greeno's son put that in.
And I'm with the young Greeno right here. How about that call? Is that your call for the trick play?
Yeah, it took me like a good 10 minutes to make. It took a lot of time and effort, but I think it worked out well.
Got a future, young man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Both on TV and in the coaching business,
Absolutely.
perhaps.
That's pretty good, right?
Luca Pryor out of Northville High School at the helm. Quick throw across the middle. Touchdown, Legacy West, and they even it up.
Really good job by Cogno reaching down and getting that ball. Not a great throw, but it's a catchable ball. He reaches down, scoops it up off the turf. That's 2 throws that have been saved by these wide receivers. Great job by these pass catchers. And then he fights his way in the end zone.
Cal Cogno out of Rochester High School. On the option, reversing his field. He's got some guys open in the end zone if he can find them, and he throws it behind his intended receiver. Tried to squeeze it in there to Job Ben-Scooter from Tecumseh, but couldn't get him. So we're even at 6 with 6:11 to go in the opening quarter. We've seen a little bit of everything so far. Good blocking up front, some good running, a little trickery, and some good punch you in the mouth type football too.
Hey Shep, I'm down here. I got Luca Pryor, the quarterback that just quarterbacked that amazing drive. He started with the trick play and then he had some key throws. How good does it feel to have Greeno as your play caller, because he is a offensive guy?
Yeah, well, our system's similar to ours at Northville, so I mean, this really wasn't much of an adjustment, just a terminology change, but a lot of freedom with the offense, a lot of RPOs, and just a lot of freedom.
Take the audience inside your brain and inside your. How much is your heart beating right now? You are rolling 100 miles an hour.
I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous going out there, but after that first trick play, after we get the big gain, it kind of all goes away a little bit for me.
I mean, it's Thanksgiving weekend. How thankful are you that Legacy does this and gives you this opportunity?
Thankful for Mr. Sasante, Coach Adams, thankful for everybody, Cody Patton, just to get this opportunity to play when nobody else is playing in the state. It's pretty cool for me.
All right, keep balling, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
From one quarterback to another, keep balling. I love it. Good ball game to start. You know, you and I have done this a number of times.
Yeah.
We've seen the level of competition, the player ability really rise as this All-Star game continues, don't you think?
Yeah, each year I think it gets better and better, and it's more organized. I mean, guys are really coming out and competing hard like it's their last game.
A soft toss, Dobert to the edge. Not much room there. Actually, that was Matthias Mazzanti from Rice Memorial High School, 22 in blue, his first carry.
All right, it's third down here. What do we got, Pop?
We got out over here because they seem to be bailing the corner, so we're going to try and get that in the out. We got a post going, though. If they don't cover that middle, we can hit him on the break. And on the backside, we have a little dig speed out combination.
All right. Safety's been middle high, so the post might be out.
Possible, yep. See if he bails. He's been bailing. Actually, I like the dig. I'm looking at it.
Looking right, pressure comes, and down he goes. Our first sack of the day. Trevante Buckley earns the honors from Godwin Heights.
It's a very nice job getting in. Lane holds the ball just a little too much. He wants that big post with a middle safety. They got a penalty on the field as well.
It's a good looking body right there at 6'3", 260. Good rip move by Buckley, whose brother played in Nebraska.
I anticipate they'll go punt here, right, and have the ball at the 25 on the other side, I would imagine. Absolutely, the referee's going to walk the ball down. Remember, there's no special teams, so they're electing to punt the ball away. Decline the penalty, obviously, because of the sack.
And that gives the West the ball, as you mentioned, Devin, at the 25-yard line. Last time they drove it to tie it at 6. Now they look to take the lead. The All-Star game in Brighton. Legacy All-Star game. Even up on Bally Sports. This presentation of the Legacy Senior All-Star Game on Bally Sports Detroit is brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's Sporting Goods. By the Army National Guard, always ready, always there. And by your local Toyota dealer. Visit buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. Both the East and the West had a scoring drive on their first possession, but Trevante Buckley denied the East the last time because of the first sack. The two-time All-Conference member from Grand Rapids, Godwin Heights, is with Devin Gardner. Dev?
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody knows that third down is money down, and none better than Buckley here. What did you see on that play that allowed you to get the team off the field?
So mostly what I saw on that play was, well, So I was trying to be quick off the ball because he was so tall, you know. So,
Tall guys, they aren't fleet of foot, so you had to get past them really quickly.
You know, with a ghost shoulder and get past him.
I mean, that looked like it worked to me.
Well, I mostly counted his steps, too. I was reading his kicks back.
All right. Appreciate you. Keep on going, man. Hey, Shep, what you can hear there is that he's not just out there running around, right? He's counting the steps of the offensive lineman to make sure that he can get to the quarterback. I mean, that's as technical as it gets.
Dev, what's his favorite move? Because that was a beautiful rip move.
Yeah.
And he's got that body. He's got that strength to either bull rush you. What is his favorite move? Could you ask him that for me? Because that looked like that was planned.
Buckley, what's your favorite move? Shep wants to know.
My favorite move, I mostly like to swipe off, or it's the ghost shoulder that I use. I mostly use the ghost shoulder on tall old tackles.
You gotta get back out there, Buckley. Your offense is turning over. Grab your helmet and get out there.
It's time for him to go back to work because the opposing defense, the East defense, forced the fumble and then a nice scoop and deep into the West territory. A job well done by that defense. Caleb Canute knocked it out, and then it was scooped up and brought the other way, close to a touchdown by Austin Toth. Toth from Trenton High School. So one defense makes a big play to force it over on downs, and another defense forces a turnover to give their offense a short field.
You guys can't see Pop right now, but his eyebrows are near his upper lip. He's so angry about that third down finish, but he's happy his offense got the ball back, and they better perform because his eyebrows are getting lower and lower by the second. He's Mr. Angry Eyes over here.
That's the only hair on his face.
Hey, how you feel? How you feeling, Pop?
I think they might be calling this no fumble.
That's why the eyebrows are low.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I thought it was a fumble. I didn't know we had replay in the All-Star game, but here we go. Hey, take it as it comes.
So the rule is the runner was down before the ball came loose.
After Shep's review, Matt Shep's review, the runner's down.
That's a huge break.
Yeah.
For the West.
Big break.
Let's take a look at it again. Colton Eckler, the ball carrier, spun around. Ball looked like it might have been coming a little loose. That's really close. Either way, it'll be West ball at their own 42-yard line.
Well, you got this hope. You think Reno might take a shot here. Well, another penalty.
Nicole Randolph is in charge. Christian Bender has worked this event last couple of years.
Nicole Randolph has done a great job. I actually talked to her before the game. She said she'll be involved in the MAC
There's
championship.
no foul on the play for 12 on the field.
She's done a plethora of MAC games this year, and she'll be working the field for the MAC championship. So that's kudos to her.
Yeah, great.
Doing an outstanding job.
Yeah, you bet. Bronson Buck running with it. Good move. Close to midfield. The Ithaca quarterback. Good size, 6'3", 205, and shows some shake here, Devin.
That's a nice job. All right, seeing what he can go, seeing what he can do, getting through the line of scrimmage and showing a little moves. I like that. I'm looking at him down here on the field, man. He's a thick kid, man. He is not going to shy away from much contact today.
And used to big-time games playing at Ithaca.
Man, they've got a great stadium, don't they, Shep?
They sure do. They are into Legacy East territory thanks to the run from Colton Eckler.
So this third down and short, it kind of opens up the playbook. You can go play action and try to hit a shot over the heads of the East defense, but you can also just try to get the first down with the short run. But the reason I say you can take that play action is because even if it's incomplete, you kind of feel comfortable in this fourth and short situation that you'll be able to get the first down. quarterback's legs are always big here. There they go.
He's got it. Nice move to get the first down close to the 40-yard line. Bronson Bupp showing some moves.
And that looks like a read option, Shep, but it looks like he was keeping that all the way. It looked like he was keeping that all the way, never even truly put it in the belly, and it gets right behind him and finds his way for enough yardage for a first down.
So that time, Colton Eckler, 7 and white, a little bit of a ghost on the play, but out of Messick, an 8-man team. 8-man football in the state of Michigan. Got a couple of players from 8-man programs here today. Bupp wants to throw on a line. Enough for a first down for Ethan Hull, but there is a flag on the play. Great synergy between Bupp and Hull, both from Ithaca, obviously.
Illegal formation. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat. First down.
It's a tough break there. Kind of erases the connection between the Ithaca buddies. Shep, you were a quarterback. You know, imagine playing in an all-star game. You get to play with a guy you've played with all year. Most of these guys just met each other. They know each other fairly well.
Big difference, yeah. Oh, there's a miscommunication and a little bit of a fumble recovered by the Legacy East team.
I'm looking at Pop. His eyebrows are slowly but surely rising, and it's just a little too tough of a toss, right? Just a little too hard. The receiver isn't ready to catch it, and it's a forward pass, so it's incomplete, not a fumble.
Michael Alexander was right there, Johnny on the spot, to take it over.
And that's why that was invented, Shep. You know, back in your day, they weren't really doing that. They were handing those jet sweeps off, but
they weren't.
So many fumbles happened. They said, you know what, let's just pitch it to him, so if he doesn't catch it, it's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, it's a great point. Incomplete pass, not a fumble. Forward pass intended for Ethan Hall. Another fumble, and Buck will be wrapped up and taken down. Ahmad Taylor from Bloomfield Hills High School with the first sack for Legacy East today.
I think that's a little combination of quarterback and center where the ball's not snap perfect, but it is catchable. You get both hands on it, but you take your eyes off it because you're trying to see what's going on downfield. This West squad is going in the wrong direction.
They had some things going for them, but the last couple of plays, they've been a little bit uneasy. Bupp will throw. That one's knocked down and then grabbed by one of the linemen. That's Nick Borland. The big fella rumbles to the 49-yard line.
Hey, I'm just telling you, Pop is coaching the East, but he was excited to see that big fella get a chance to run with the football.
Who wouldn't, right? 6'3", 250, probably his first catch of his high school career out of Ann Arbor Pioneer. My guess is you're going to be talking to that big fella.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to talk to him because I'm sure he hasn't caught many passes. But it looks like this West squad is going for it on 4th and 1 billion.
Rolling the dice. Bupp handles it. Pressure comes. He eludes it. Eyes downfield. Throws on the run, and it is incomplete. Broken up nicely downfield. Good thing for the Legacy East to have it knocked down. You don't even want to pick that pass off. You get better field position by turning it over on downs. But overall, good defensive play made in the secondary. So East takes over. First and 10 from the West 48-yard line.
Hey, Shep, I've got the man of the hour down here, Nick Boylan. I've never seen an offensive lineman come off the field after not converted on 4th down and getting so many hand claps. What did you see there?
Hey, I saw an opportunity. I took it, you know. I always want to run the ball. I'm an old lineman. I want to get the shine, you know. I saw and I took it.
I mean, I know you were excited. If I was a lineman, I caught a pass. I mean, you really reached up there. They might not need to put in a tackle eligible for you, huh?
And, I mean, if they need an extra tight end, they know who to call.
Oh, absolutely. You got to call on Boylan. Very good job, man. Keep playing hard.
Devin, wait a minute. You got to ask him when the last time he caught a pass, because he couldn't play football until his freshman year.
When's the last time you caught a pass? Because you couldn't play football until your freshman year, yes?
Yeah, my freshman year.
Have you ever caught a pass?
I mean, then, like, backyard football.
You've never caught a pass in the game?
Never caught a pass.
This is Boylan's first catch ever. Do a flip. No?
I can't do a flip.
Okay, cool. You can't do a flip. All right, back to you.
You're asking for too much there. That's beautiful. Second down for Legacy East.
He
was
excited.
excited.
Pass, but he can't quite do a flip. Not yet.
Yeah, he caught a pass, and now he gets to catch his breath.
Yeah.
Robert Lelane out of Divine Child. That's a pass. Just a little shovel. Nice nifty move made up front there.
If I know Pop, I'm telling you, he's going to take a shot at some point. These safeties are extremely low. Look for some type of play action where you go over the top, because they just aren't respecting the deep passing game, and Lane has a big arm.
So Marcellus Avery out of Frazier, able to pick up the first down. 4 wide receiver set for Lelane. Avery's in the slot on the right. Looks that way. Throws on a curl route, but going the wrong way. And now getting his shoulders squared after the catch, Santino Palazzolo.
It's a nice job by Brady Raymond. But the wide receiver out of Romeo does him a little favor there by running laterally and not getting down the field. As a wide receiver, you call it knifing the defense, right? You want to catch the ball and knife straight down the field. He kind of goes backwards, and a great job by the linebacker chasing him down.
Palazzolo's got a great story to tell. We'll get into that throughout the broadcast. Good look at Raymond out of Pinckney. Inside give. Good hit, but stumbling forward Mazzanti. His second carry of the day, and it's a good one. And a way to end the first. Each team scored on their first offensive possession. Legacy East on the board early thanks to Noah Dobert's 1-yard touchdown plunge. And then West responded with a touchdown of their own. Who's hungry for more football? We are. The second quarter from the Legacy Sports Complex on Bally Sports is coming up next. If you're new to the Legacy Senior All-Star Game, the rules are no special teams. The offense starts at the 25-yard line. If you choose to punt, the other team gets it at the 25-yard line since there are no special teams. After a touchdown, there's 3 ways to convert 3 different types of points. No blitzing allowed. Trick plays are allowed, and we've already seen a very unique celebration as long as it's respectful and with your teammates. Down to the field, Devin Gardner.
Yes, I'm with the head official that is enforcing these different rules, Nicole Randolph. How does it feel to be a part of this game and have your amazing crew with you?
Oh, it's a tremendous honor, and we've all worked a lot of football this season, which prepared us for this game. So it's an exciting experience. As you see, it's a lot of fans. The players are fired up. The fans are fired up. We're just glad to be a part of it.
Now, you worked a lot of football games at the next level. Division I football, so you're in the MAC conference a bunch. You're going to be at the MAC championship. How cool is it that you get to see some of the kids that will be playing at that level before they get there?
Hey, come here,
that's honestly been the best experience yet in officiating, and you go back to your roots at high school and pee-wee, and you take advantage of that situation so you can watch them grow and progress into the young men that they grow up to be.
All right, I'm just going to stick around and watch you do your job, okay?
He's doing a fine job. There's a couple of plays where you're like, hey, well, those were controversial. Those were questionable, but they got them right. They got the fumble or non-fumble correct. And they got the completion correct. Up the middle, Matthias Mazzanti.
Hey, Shep, I don't know if you knew or not, but I actually trained to be an official.
I saw the feature over the weekend.
Just telling you, I got a future. Hey,
you were good.
Nicole, you saw my feature becoming a ref. Do you think I have a future as maybe a white hat someday?
No.
I think you make a better announcer. You have a way with the crowd.
You ready?
Wow!
Hey, you got to be
you know
ready
what?
for
I
honesty,
am leaving.
Man. Be ready for honesty. If you can't take it,
Well, I mean, she's the white hat. She has to be honest.
She's good. She's really good. Well, Lane will throw. Looking left. Unloads. Too deep. Intended for Santino Palazzolo. Palazzolo, we told you, has a great story. His father grew up in New York, homeless. His mother had to put herself through school. You talk about facing adversity, he knows what it's like. He hears the stories, and now he's living a little bit of a dream by playing in the Legacy Senior All-Star Game. Good for him. 3.7 grade point average, and received academic and athletic awards from his high school in Romeo. Perseverance paying off for that young man. We wish him well. The lane to throw again. And incomplete. And a late flag thrown. Intended receivers Tyler Swick from Grosse Ile.
Shep, what I can see right now is the West defensive line is a little bit ahead of the East offensive line. They are getting after the quarterback extremely fast, and Lane is under a ton of pressure every time he drops back to pass. See what the answer is here from Pop.
Play 19.
Not easy coming
together.
Play 19.
We don't know what that is, so we're just going to ask him to clarify. Play 19. What's play 19, Coach Pop?
Well, when you have an H-back, you're allowed to let your O-lineman kind of block away from him. You get the extra blocker with him, so we're going to kick out the power end on the opposite side with him and then hopefully slip up inside there. That way the O-line can get on everybody else. So it really gives you an extra man up.
So many intricate details. Instead of running with the quarterback, you pick an extra man up by running with your running back. Who's a very good runner, absolutely.
There's the run up the middle for a couple. Really tough to bring that offensive line together in such a short period of time. I would guess for Rich Pop, Devin, that would be one of the more challenging things, both for Coach Pop and for Coach Greeno, to try and get those guys in sync.
Yeah, I think so, Shep. Hey, Pop, Buckley and Martin, 55 and 15, are two bookends that are really good, and they are giving you guys a lot of problems. What is going to be the answer for them?
Well, we're going to have to chip with the back on one side or the other. The problem is they're both very.
It's two of them. Right?
So pick one and get the ball off.
You
quickly.
have two chips.
Yeah, right. I'd like two chips.
Especially in Vegas.
Dobert squeezing through a hole on the right side. Good push. And Rich Pop will go back to his heavy formation. We talked about the offensive line trying to find some sync. They did just that. A little good kick out block by Jax Liedel. 51 blue from Linden. Coaches say he may be 5'10", but he plays like he's 6'3". Three-time Legacy Outstanding Lineman Award winner.
You see the extra lineman in there to make sure they get this ball in the end zone.
In at H-back, they follow him, but the push by Legacy West was too much to overcome.
Is Pop going to give the old ditto, ditto, ditto again?
Well, that brings up fourth down and short.
Oh, he changes it. We go 85, but heavy personnel is still in the game. Is there any trickeration with this 85 call?
Well, we're going to toss and bring the double H's on the outside versus everything's going sinking inside.
Because with the big guys in, you imagine they are sinking inside. The edge should be soft.
That's what I would do on defense, right?
Exactly. Here we go.
Edge player.
Left edge or right edge?
But we're inside, so we should be good.
Here's the toss sweep. Dober, good cut, easy lane, and an easy 6. His second touchdown of the day. Well, the game is so much easier when you know what's going to get called. Thanks, Devin. Thanks, Coach Pop. Well done.
Hey, guys, I got some valuable information. Are we going for one or two, Pop? We're going for one, and they got a throwback to the. I'll actually let Pop tell you.
So we're We're going to look at everything's going to the right this time, just as we did to the left. We're going to roll to the right. We're throwing it, but we're going to hesitate. And hopefully what happens is everyone sinks to the ball, and then we throw the back to number 11 in the end zone for a point.
We used to call this Y hide at the University of Michigan. Hide the Y, run right. He's hiding, and he's, oh, they covered it pretty good. Oh!
They did, and they intercepted it.
No returns.
Right,
I'll tackle him. I got him. Oh, he doesn't have the ball. He's lucky.
That's Josiah West, who made a nice play earlier in the game. Yeah, and this time, great coverage. Stayed home, Devin. So important.
Chef, I can't tell you how difficult of a play that is to make because you want to insert in the running game. Now, the one guy that will make it, it's usually cornerbacks because they're not there to tackle, right? So they always try to be late to the party, right? So he's standing back, and he's like, oh, here's the tight end, and he does a great job. He gets himself an interception here at the Legacy All-Star.
He must have been listening in to your conversation with Coach Pop. He was in the perfect spot.
He's got that sonic hearing, probably.
He does. Either that or he's got a little IFB in his ear listening to the Bally Sports broadcast.
Yeah,
Another look at it.
I think Julius Bunk did a pretty good job of waiting, number 11 in blue, and the defensive back just did a very good job himself.
All right, the scoring drive is brought to you by the Army National Guard. Second time that Noah Dobert finds the end zone here in the Legacy All-Star game. 10 plays, capping off a 10-play, 36-yard drive, and needed 4.5 minutes to get it done. Take the lead, 12-6. Quick throw on the flat, and a stiff arm, gains about 9. Dorian Hill with his first catch, a wide receiver out of Lake Orion. Luca Pryor back in at quarterback, one of the captains on the offensive side for Legacy West. Out of Northville and a 3.5 GPA. Same play, different result. Really nice job flowing to the football by Legacy East defense.
Hey, Greeno, so you got a different quarterback in 3 different drives. Was it already planned where it's going to be drive, each guy gets a chance?
First half, we're going to go series by series, let them all show what they got, and then we'll play situations in the second half here.
So what you mean by situations, the guy who's performed the best and you think can help you win, that'll be the guy?
Yeah, hot hands getting the rock for sure.
This was a hot hand, scoring a touchdown earlier for Legacy West. Xavier Tyus, a running back out of Portage Northern. He's looked good so far. Recruited by Western Michigan, Grand Valley as well. His dad played at Central Michigan, and his older brother plays at Northwestern.
Football family.
You bet.
I actually had his brother earlier this year. He's a talented running back that can run, catch the ball out of the backfield for Northwestern. He's going to be big for them next year.
Big 4th down call. He's going to get it again, and he's got the first down. He's got good vision, doesn't he, Dev?
Yeah, I think so. And I'm going to ask Greeno because Greeno knows his older brother quite well. He was a Legacy kid before he went to Northwestern. I'm going to ask him the similarities. Greeno, you remember the older Tyus. What are the similarities you see in this young man?
Great vision and explosiveness and just that toughness, right? Like, he's not getting tackled by the first guy most of the time. Watched a lot of film on him. He's really excited to be able to coach him this weekend. I mean, he's got a lot of what his brother had, that burst. He's super quick, shifty. As you can see, he's making the first guy miss pretty consistently right now. So, again, he's making my life pretty easy here.
I mean, that's the same thing you said, Shep, right? That's how everybody knows you know your stuff. You just said those exact same traits, and you've only watched him for, what, a quarter and a half?
He plays well, man. I mean, I like the way he moves. He kind of glides, but as you and I have talked over the years about the different characteristics you want to see from a running back, the vision is so important.
Not a big guy either, but still has a bunch of pop when he makes contact.
Got a big heart, though, doesn't he? Left side. Tyus again feeling his way close to midfield. Ahmad Taylor brings him down.
This offensive line that's moving everybody is coached by Ryan Bell, Detroit Catholic Central, played college football at Vanderbilt. Old Vandy, that means he's a smart guy. He's a smart guy and he knows his stuff. Is that right, Coach?
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
He didn't confirm, he didn't deny. It's perfect. See how smart he is?
Second and long for the West. Pryor will throw. Flush from the pocket. He's got some room to run. Takes advantage of it. And out of bounds right around the 42, 43-yard line. Luca Pryor is a 3-year varsity player out of Northville, recruited by a lot of D3 schools, but he's told us before he prides himself on his leadership. And as a co-captain offensively, he's showing it.
When I watch him play, Chef, I see gamer, right? I see a guy that really just enjoys football and enjoys being with his teammates, even in the interview. And obviously, he has all the skills to play at the next level.
Got enough for the first down. He'll throw it again. Looks right. Down the middle of the field. He's got his man inside the 20-yard line. Joe Ben-Scooter hauls in his first grab of the day. And it's a big gainer.
You had to know they would take that middle shot from 3-by-1. The backside safety in this cover 4 defense is not doing a very good job of eyeing number 3, right? And if you don't eye number 3, he gets to the middle of the field. The middle's wide open. Great job of Pryor finding him.
Explain cover 4 for us.
Cover 4, it means all of the 4 defenders in the back end are splitting the field in force, right? So it leaves the middle open. There's no true man principle. But a lot of times, use the backside safety to eye number 3 to take away that play. Doesn't do it on that one.
Like how Pryor looked off before he went down the middle. Tyus, a little shake, good jump cut, and wrestled down shy of the 10. They'll mark him at the 11.
Greeno's right, man. It takes 3 guys to get this guy to go backwards, right? He's going forward at all times, and the only reason he went backwards on that play is because it's 3 other all-stars tackling him.
Yeah, there's a reason Alex Greeno's been coaching for a while. He stays with what's good and what's been working for him. Why not? C.J. Jackson made the tackle. The senior out of Bloomfield Hills High School.
Hey, we can't go past the flip. DG. All right, Coach, you're in the money zone. We're in the money zone. What do you got here?
But we're going speed option at us. 12. Robinson here is going to get a reverse going the other direction for 6. He's walking
for
in.
the edge.
He's walking in. Like I said, makes football easy when you got good players, right?
I love it. Can I get a chest bump, Greeno? I mean, I'm not partial to anyone, but Greeno, can I have a chest bump? When you call it like that, I mean, I'm not partial, but my goodness, he says he's going to go speed out, he's going to get it around the edge, and he's going to be going for 6. And then it happens. That's exactly how he drew it up because he told us.
Devin, that's called calling your shot. Menards brings you the big money moment. I don't know what's bigger. The end around, the fact that Alex Greeno called his shot, or the chest bump with Devin Gardner?
Yeah, I mean, pick one.
Menards will take them all. They'll go for 1 here. From the 5-yard line. It's a 2-point conversion from the 10, 3 from the 15, but this is worth just 1. Off play action, rolling to his left. Pryor stops, lofts it, and it is incomplete.
What a play by C.J. Jackson out of Bloomfield Hills, the cornerback, 5'10", 170. Doesn't allow the play to finish, right? You don't catch it until you catch it. He gets the ball out late. But how about Greeno calling his shot? Telling us exactly what's going to happen, and then it happens for a touchdown.
Martavian Robinson from Lansing Waverly on a National Honor Society, now part of the Touchdown Society. And a little chest bump. Boy, both you guys are in good shape because you're both falling backwards on that excited play. Great stuff, man.
I think Greeno might be in a little better shape because I probably outweigh him by like 40 pounds. So
it's all muscle, my friend.
I got you.
It's all muscle. Hey, that was fun. That was really fun. I love the fact that you're able to go down there and get this from the coaches, what play's going to go and how confident they are in it. Good stuff, man. Really appreciate that.
All right, so here's Martavian, and I'm just telling you, you don't know this because you weren't on the sideline. You just knew you got the ball and did your thing. But your coach called exactly what was going to happen. As it was happening, he knew for sure you would get 6. What'd you see there?
I seen the hole, and I took it. Took the opportunity that I was getting.
I saw a guy out there on the island trying to attack you in open field. You look like a guy that can really get down. I watched your film. Is it barbecue chicken when it's just you and one other guy?
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Can you tell the crowd what it is when it's just you and one other guy?
Barbecue chicken.
Absolutely. Keep going and getting them.
barbecue chicken. What does that mean?
Shep, you gotta get on Instagram, man. Yeah, hey, anytime somebody's guarding Steph Curry one-on-one, it's barbecue chicken, baby. You get somebody in the open field that you know they can't get you. How delicious is barbecue chicken,
Right.
Shep?
Well, it's great. I just haven't heard it in football before, but I'm going to start using it now.
Absolutely.
Here we go. Lane down the field looking for barbecue chicken. It's incomplete. Oh, man. You're going to have to take over if you keep this up all day because I can't stop laughing. That's great.
Hey, in the break at halftime, I'll teach you how to properly use it and what time to use it. You know what I mean?
Why don't you just bring it to me?
You can just throw it out there at any time.
Why don't you just bring it to me because I'm hungry.
I'll bring you some barbecue chicken. Okay.
That's all I want. All right, 12-12. Here in the Legacy All-Star game, a little more than 4 minutes. This is a third down and short for Legacy East. It's been a fun game so far. Good talent on the field. Robert Lane, recruited by a lot of MAC schools, and the Gliac out of Divine Child. It's 6'4", 2 1/4 with a give. That's a first down carry for Noah Dobert, who has both touchdown runs for Legacy East so far here today.
Noah Dobert, the ball carrier.
Legacy East in blue, and Legacy West in white with the red numbers. Dobert has had a nice day, the senior out of Dearborn. Offered by Eastern Michigan, Chris Creighton and the Eagles, co-champions of the MAC West with Toledo. And they'll be headed to another bowl game. Lane with a give. That's Matthias Mazzanti. A tough yard gained there. Tough to move those big DTs inside. Owen Sweeney, one of them. Number 79 in white. Royce Darty, 75 in white. He's the senior out of Waterville High School.
Chef, you know the cool thing about this? These defensive linemen, they're not tired. You wanna know why? Because they're in shape, right? They just got done playing football. They're still in football shape and ready to roam. And you can see the conditioning on these players is really good.
On a curl route, it's caught. Shaking free and getting the first down. That's a nice pitch and catch. A job well done after the catch for the East by Melton Eason. Eason from New Baltimore Anchor Bay, a 2-year varsity player.
All right, first down. They just got a nice first down. What we got here?
Going to pull that guard around, try and get up inside with a little G-wrap, but it's an RPO, so if the linebacker sinks into the run, we'll pull it and throw it, but they haven't done that yet.
You got that, Shep? RPO, you know it, run, pass option. So if that linebacker comes up and plays the run, he can pull it out and throw it.
Love it. 4-man rush, inside give. Dobert dragging his way inside the 45 to about the 43-yard line. He's running well, but the big fellas up front in blue are moving that pile.
Offensive line coach on this east side, Tyler Garrett and John Garrett, spelled differently, not related. One Plymouth Salem, the other West Bloomfield. Have this offensive line ready to go because they are leaning on him at this point in the half.
It's a good throwing down here, isn't it? No, they're going to run it. Dobert sidestepping his way. Still on his feet. Inside the 40, that's a first down. Noah Dobert has been impressive so far. All-conference selection, all-metro selection. Recruited by a number of MAC schools. And as we mentioned, offered by Eastern Michigan. Just loves the game of football. And he can do more than just run it. He can catch it too.
All right, 140 left, 2 timeouts. I think the East is in a perfect position, exactly where they want to go be. They're in empty right now.
Lane with a quarterback draw. Big fella lowers the shoulder and gets to the 35-yard line. Went right after Ty Farmer, the linebacker from Brooklyn, Columbia Central.
Coach Pop, on those quarterback draws, does he have an option to throw the quick screen outside if the box is heavy?
Automatic, yes.
So what do we have here? Another quarterback draw?
No, we're going to try the bubble out here. He should.
I mean, they're outnumbered, so it should be good.
There's the screen. Couldn't make a man miss.
A little bit of the issue there. So Pop is given to him because he takes a drop on a bubble screen. They have the initial outflank of the defense, but when you take a drop, it allows the defense to react to the bubble. And so now you got one guy trying to break two guys off, and it's really difficult. You got to catch that ball and just throw it right out to the outside.
Dev, when are we going to see a double move from one of the Legacy East receivers?
It could be right now. Yeah, Coach, I'm just telling you, Shep is wondering, a former quarterback, when are we going to see a double move from these East receivers?
You know, you don't get a ton of time. We got one in there. Might be the next play, Shep. I appreciate the help.
Yes! Yes!
Five wide receiver set. On a curl route, has a man. And a first down. He knows what he's doing. He sure doesn't need me. Melton Eason on the connection.
The clock will stop momentarily, gets that quick curl out there, drives the ball. Now, because they're driving on those routes, you might see the move you call for.
Has a man open. Nice grab and a good throw. He can spin it. Robert Lillane can throw it, can he?
That's an outstanding read by him. It's the oldest play in football, the smash concept, where the outside guy has a hit, the inside guy has a curl. Lillane drops back. He finds the corner route. Great job.
Sure is, and they're marching to try and take the lead before the break. Just 34 ticks remain in the opening half. And now a message from your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. This special presentation of the Legacy Senior All-Star Game on Bally Sports Detroit is presented by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. They have really branched out here at Legacy, getting a number of just not qualified local players, but international players too. I mean, you see the rosters of these teams and you see that there's a number from different places: Canada, Switzerland, Denmark, United Kingdom, and Devin Gardner is with a couple.
Guys, show these people your beautiful faces. Show these beautiful faces. Show the faces. Show the faces. Get those helmets off. Right, you guys have come a long way to play football here on American soil. How does it feel to be here?
Feels great.
What about you?
It's a hell of an opportunity, and it's the first time in the States for me, so it's different.
What's so different about it? I know football may be a little bit different. What's so different about the atmosphere and what you've been able to experience?
Like, usually we don't play in front of a lot of fans in Denmark, so we got a bunch of fans that came out today.
Yeah, you like this. You want to make sure you get your helmet off so they can see you. You got some big league access here at Legacy. How special is it that you get a chance to come here and have this all-star game at Legacy?
It's a big opportunity. I feel so blessed to be here and so thankful for it. So I'm just so happy to be here.
I'm jealous, you guys, because I just got this regular voice, and I know it's probably an accent to you guys, but you guys' accent is just amazing. It's amazing. I'm just jealous right here. Get back out there. The offense out there. Going back to Shep.
Thank you.
Matthias Mazzante, 22. Julius Bunk, number 11. Fun to watch them play, and hoping they get to continue to enjoy this great sport of football.
Man, they have the best accents in the world. My goodness, that was awesome. It was like a joy to listen to.
I want to see them back in the game. I want to see Julius Bunk. That's a big kid, man. 6'3", 210.
Yes, he is.
Think about that, man. The team takes a chance with him, redshirts him, lets him understand it a little bit more. Lillane looking for the corner. Caught! What a grab! Perfectly placed right into the bucket, and Marcelius Avery hauls it in.
Hey, so Shep, I'm talking to Pop, and he said he stole your concept a little bit and said, you know what, I'm gonna get it out there. What do we see there, Pop?
He had linebacker on him because they brought everyone in the box, so we took advantage of that, and the quarterback made a great read through the fade.
So basically, that's Shep's call, right? Shep.
No, that's
100% Shep.
Ask Rich Pop if he could have made that throw at Livonia Franklin.
Rich Pop, Shep, your old buddy, says.
Hey, doubles, 10.
Making a call. Just a second. Hey, please hold, Shep.
I'm holding.
Pops, he said at Livonia Franklin, will you been able to make that throw?
I got to be honest, probably not, because we didn't throw any fades at Livonia Franklin.
That's not true.
Hey, it was an offense similar to yours, Shep.
Not true. He was all conference.
Livonia, ask him. He knows. We didn't have no slots.
He was all conference.
He said he ain't got no slots. I don't know, man.
He was all conference. He beat us my junior year. Man in motion here. A little toss, and now back the other way. A little wiggle, but not going there. Good pursuit on the part of the defense.
Got a flag on the play, Shep. Yeah. There's a lot of a little bit of helmet-to-helmet action there. I wonder what it is.
One, oh, 2.5, yeah. Face mask. Defense. Half the distance to the goal. Replay the try.
Oh, all right. So you go down to the 2.5-yard line. Rich Pop with a chance for a little redemption here. See what they call.
Yeah, Pop, you're talking about how big of a drive that is, but how big is this extra point?
It's huge because no one's been able to make one yet, and that's how it kind of goes in this game. No one plays from the 5, and we moved early.
Pop knew it right away.
Yeah.
Interior of the offensive line
was a
little premature.
Offense, number 72. 5 yards from the previous spot. Replay the try.
He did want to get one of your guests earlier, Devin, Matthias Mazzante, into the end zone.
And he was going to get in fairly easily, but now they're going to a 10 personnel, 1 back, 0 tight end, so they're going to have receivers on the field to make sure that they try to get this try from about, 7 yards out?
Yeah.
You know what I'm really impressed by on this east sideline and the west, the organization of the coaches, right? Getting plays in and out, no delay of game penalties. Think about that, right? Only 2 days to prepare. They're getting the plays in, getting them out, making good with their time, and calling some good plays.
That's knocked down and incomplete. 18-12, Legacy East in a high-scoring first half. Owen Sweeney got a ball on it, knocked it down. The senior out of Pinckney. But the East regains the lead thanks to the touchdown toss from Robert Lelane to Marcellus Avery out of Fraser, and he's with Devin Gardner.
All right now, Avery, I'm standing here next to you, and you're not the biggest guy in the world, right? And that was a bit of a, what they call in your generation, a head tap. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what it was. Talk about what happened on that play.
Before we came out the huddle, I told my quarterback I wanted it. He put a great ball, and we went and made it done.
So throughout your career, I would imagine you're always not the biggest guy on the field. And so how have you been able to be so successful at the high school level?
You really got to point out what you're good at and what you're not good at. And my coach told me I can really do anything, slot phase, post, all that. So I know I got to be quick out of my breaks, and that's exactly what I did.
Well, the East just found out how good you can be with that touchdown grab.
Yes, sir.
Good luck out there.
Thank you.
Really cool story for him. His dad is from Haiti. Met his mom while vacationing and then moved to the United States. And Fraser's football program was better for it. And Marcellus Avery now playing in the Legacy All-Star game. Pretty cool stuff. The West has 22 seconds to try and drive it down the field with Bronson Bupp at the helm, the quarterback out of Ithaca. Long way to go from their own 18.
Greeno's not a passive guy, but with such little time and already behind the chains, I would imagine that he gets the ball in the running back's hands, sees what he gets, and then decide if he's going to try and go for it and get down and get points.
Colton Eckler is the lone setback from Messick. Bupp will throw down the middle of the field. Boy, he had a man breaking free, couldn't connect. That was Martavion Robinson, who had that end-around touchdown last time they possessed the football when Alex Greeno, the head coach of Legacy West, told Devin Gardner it was going to go for 6.
Yeah, I prefaced that last comment by saying he is not a passive guy, right? So With 17 seconds left, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't take another shot because he actually had guys streaking down the field. If we can get a better throw, that could be big for the West.
It's a 4 wide receiver set for him. Looking left, rolling right, keeping it alive and throwing it away. Now a message from your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers.
Returning AZ Plan lessees can order an F-150 today and lease it for $299 a month for 24 months. Only at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first.
And a timeout called. I would think this would be a punt. And when you punt, the opposing team gets it at the 25-yard line. This is the culmination of a busy weekend of football here on Bally Sports. On Friday, we had 4 championship games for you. And the champions were crowned Whiteford in a close one against Ubley. De La Salle repeated as a champion in a blowout win over Forest Hill Central. Grand Rapids South Christian and Grand Rapids West Catholic also breezed to victories.
Chef, how about Brady Dorgosh really becoming a really good quarterback and one of the best the state has seen? 2 state championships, 3 visits, amazing career.
Ran for 3 touchdowns, threw for 2. Great piece with you and him on the Gardner 5. Meanwhile, yesterday, Lumen Christi came back, won their 12th state championship.
See, they have 12. I got the state championship twice and lost both. They're just being greedy at this point.
Hey, you got there. Belleville got there a 2nd straight year, and they won it a 2nd straight year, as did Martin Luther King, and Gladwin picks up their first.
Yeah, 2 of the top quarterbacks in the country in their classes, Bryce Underwood and Dante Moore. Bryce Underwood has 2 more years still remaining. Back-to-back state champion already.
That's incredible. He can throw it, man. And what a first half here at the Legacy Sports Complex. The East wins it 18-12 thanks to a couple of touchdown runs by Noah Dobert, the senior out of Dearborn High School. And we've had a very good first half. Looking forward to the half where we'll see the Legacy Football Player of the Year, and Justin Sassani will join us to discuss the progress of the Lead Prep Academy. That plus more from Devin Gardner coming up here on an exciting Sunday full of high school football all-star action on Bally Sports. Really good crowd here at the Legacy Sports Complex in Brighton. It's a beautiful facility that allows student athletes to practice their craft in football, volleyball, baseball, basketball, you name it, and you can get better at it. You can't get a whole lot better than Mason McKenzie and what he did at Caledonia, leading the Fighting Scots to a state title game yesterday against Belleville. They came up short, but he was dynamite all season long, and he has been named the 2022 Legacy Football Player of the Year. Look at that. Well over 3,000 combined yards and 39 combined touchdowns as well. He put it on display all season long. He is also a finalist for the Mr. Football Award, and he is standing by with another outstanding former quarterback, Devin Gardner. Dev?
Yeah, Mason McKenzie is a special football player. I've become a big fan, saw him at the Legacy football camps, and also got a chance to watch him and talk about him this year as he dominated the season, avenged a few losses, got to the big game. How does it feel to really make Caledonia football relevant?
It's awesome to put us back on the map. I mean, we're the smallest school in Division I, and we went to the state championship game. Didn't end how we wanted yesterday, but I mean, just to get there, and I mean, we really put Caledonia back on the map, and it sets a high standard for the guys coming behind us.
I mean, you were special this year. Your stats don't even do it any justice because you had to sit out some halves of games. You have the unique ability as a runner and a passer, right? Where do you get all your skills from, and who do you accredit it to?
I mean, my parents, I got to give credit to them and all my coaches along the way. I've had a lot of great coaches. Coach P, he's believed in me and the offense that we ran to let me use my legs and my arm. So, I mean, it's just been awesome to have a coach that believes in you to do both. And, I mean, I've been able to showcase my talents in doing both.
Another guy that's believed in you for a very long time is Justin Sassante. What has he meant to your career and your ability to soar and get recruited and do all the things that you've dreamed of?
I've been doing 7-on-7 here since, like, 6th or 7th grade, so I've been doing this for a long time here, and these 7-on-7s have helped me so much as a player over the years, and Coach Asante has always been there to talk to and he's always, before our state championship game, he texted me and told me to just be me out there and just play how I play, and then I'll be all right. So he's definitely been a great person along the way to help me out. So, big shout out to Coach Asante, too.
So basically, he's a decent guy.
Yeah, great guy. Great guy.
Yeah. Back to you.
All right, thanks and congratulations to Mason McKenzie. Derek Pennington, his head coach, said he's a calm leader. The kids believe in him, and he had that big double overtime win over Rockford to avenge a loss in the semifinals, or I should say in the district finals, and then getting his team to a state championship at Ford Field before losing to Belleville yesterday. Congratulations, Mason McKenzie and Caledonia, on a fine season. Back with more from the Legacy Sports Complex after this. This presentation of the Legacy Senior All-Star Game on Bally Sports Detroit is proudly brought to you by the Legacy Center Sports Complex, a world-class experience in youth sports. And by Glassman Automotive. Got it at Glassman. Justin Sasante has always gotten it. He gets it to talk about the Lead Prep Academy and to run the Legacy Center here. It is an absolutely state-of-the-art, fantastic facility. We'll talk about all that and a whole lot more. How this game has helped so many even just a year ago. That's when we come back on Bally Sports. Stay with us. This presentation of the Legacy Senior All-Star Game on Bally Sports Detroit is brought to you by the Lead Prep Academy, a premier 13th year postgraduate institution for football and basketball players. And by Family Heating, Cooling, and Electrical. Family's not just our name and our company, but it's the way we do business. Good business so far here at a beautiful facility, the Legacy Sports Complex, where East leads West by 6. Talent has risen without question. We'll get into that more. Justin Sasante, who doubles as an analyst for us here on Bally Sports, did a heck of a job over the weekend in the state championships. Won 2 state championships as a player, won a national championship at Grand Valley State as well, and is in charge of the Legacy Sports Complex and the Lead Prep Academy. What is the Lead Prep Academy, and who is it for?
Yeah, it was an unbelievable opportunity, silver lining in COVID. What happened was a lot of backup in recruiting for high school players, transfer portal, really becoming this new phase of recruiting in college football. And what we wanted to do was give opportunities to players that needed to improve or develop academically, athletically, or socially. Maybe wanted to reclass, maybe got injured, maybe want to get better grades for Ivy League or academies. So this is a bridge year between high school and college. You can maintain your athletic eligibility while gaining college credits. You'll go school, eat, and live at Madonna as you were a college student, but you'll be a prep school student, and you'll do all your athletic development out here with us competing against JV college programs and prep schools nationally.
So there's your partnership, right, with Madonna.
Yeah.
Why Madonna?
Madonna has, first of all, a great tradition since the 1930s, a great academic standard, and they really look and feel like a prep school or that you would see out east in Boston, where they have about 55 of them. And so that partnership and the people, it's all about people, to align a partnership between Lead Foundation, Legacy Center Sports Complex, and Madonna. You have to have some great people that think outside the box.
All right, so if you're a football player, if you're a basketball player, if you're a volleyball player, a lacrosse player, because Madonna has all that as well, how do you get in touch with you guys? How do you make that work? What's the process like?
Yeah, so first and foremost, we're for basketball and football players to start in 2023. Heavily recruiting some international players who are here, and obviously domestically.
Yeah.
You want to go to leadprepacademy.com. You want to fill out a student-athlete profile form, and then we'll see if you're a good fit for us, and we're a good fit for you. We'll take your parents and yourself through an intro to recruiting and the process of what prep school actually means for you and your transition to not only your athletic career, but also your next step in college.
We've talked to a couple of those international players already. You've got about 5 or 6. How did you go about getting them, and how excited are you to be able to draw that type of interest?
I'll tell you what, the international players and where football is going in this world, similar to what happened in basketball with the Dream Team in the early 90s, is now happening with the NFL. And so there's a great following of the game. We have a great partner in Euro Elite that has been sending over international players for now 6-7 years for our college camp tour, and we really saw a need. They would call me and say, Coach, I went to this prep school. I'm not having a great experience. I wish you guys had had something. So we really started thinking about, hey, is this possible? And with God in your mind and imagination, anything is. And so we've started that.
Your complex has really grown. I mean, we love this football facility,
yeah,
but it has really grown. You've expanded for other sports. Yeah. How much of a vision was that for you when this all began?
Well, you know, I came from Hype Athletics, which is, you know, still a strong nonprofit community organization. And when we met the guys from Legacy, saw what their vision was and felt that not only did we have a place in that vision, but we could help bring it to fruition in a lot quicker. And what we did was brought our football program over here and then expanded to taking over partnerships and the Lead Foundation and all that we do good in the community. And that's where the Lead Prep Academy sits underneath.
Well, you look at how the talent has really risen here for the Legacy All-Star Game. We also note that players are using this to better themselves and getting better opportunities. 16 players a year ago were able to garner some type of scholarship off of this event. How have you noticed it grown?
Yeah, first and foremost, our administrative staff, Lewis Adams and Cody Patton, do a wonderful job. The partnership with Bally's gives so much exposure and platform. But the coaches, you know, we have the consistent coaches, Coach Greeno, Coach Pop, the head coach, but all the coaches do a fantastic job of preparing these kids in a very short time. And then you're starting to get more awareness of the game, so you're getting more nominations. We had over 1,000 this year, and players, and that tracks college coaches coming to practice, coming to the game as they are today.
You're also getting a lot of alumni, a lot of guys who maybe didn't have the chance to participate in this, but wish they had. Talk about your program too, aren't there?
Yeah, no doubt about it. And, you know, alumni like Mason McKenzie, who we would love to have play in the game, that's done a fantastic job playing 7-on-7 for us and be involved with our program. You know, we've had a lot of guys that would have loved this opportunity. I would have loved this opportunity coming up and playing. I know a lot of the coaches would, because this is so close to football season. It makes a lot of sense for the All-Star Game. These kids are in football shape. They're still looking for, this is that window of opportunity for recruiting. So it's an amazing opportunity really to gain some exposure and have a finale of high school football here on Bally Sports and end the 2020 season the right way.
How much did you enjoy working the weekend state championships?
I'll tell you,
it's awesome, wasn't it?
Calling with you and Dan Dickerson is a tremendous honor, and you guys are great professionals. And for me, I was able to play in 2 and coach in 5, and my family just had, there's something special in your heart for this week of football. You got the Lions, you got Michigan kicking Ohio State's butt, and you know, just being down there around the communities and the environment, how special this week is. There's nothing like it.
Yeah, it's been a great weekend, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate
you. It's great to be with you, for sure. It's great
Yeah.
to be with Devin Gardner, too. What do you got down there for us, partner?
I mean, sticking with the family theme, right, and a great weekend, I've got the Drake brothers, right? Noah and Jeremiah. Now, you can see this big guy who's much bigger than me. He's not in a football uniform because he actually played in this game a year ago as a quarterback and was the MVP. But now he's playing tight end at Eastern Michigan. How's it been transitioning to a different position and going to the next level?
It's been it's like tough but fun, you know. It's a new challenge to learn. It really helped playing in this game last year, you know. New things, learning that new offense quickly really helps learning new things, you know.
How cool is it that your brother played this game a year ago and now you get to play and he came to watch you play?
It's pretty cool that I get to follow in his footsteps, especially him being the MVP last year.
How cool is it for you to have your little brother follow your footsteps, right? As an older brother to a younger sister, not a younger brother, it's always cool to see that your younger sibling is following your footsteps and you're setting a great example. How special is that for you to know?
It's pretty awesome to watch. We've been competing and playing against each other our whole lives, so to watch him come do a thing that I did is really awesome.
All right, stick around on the sideline with him and help him out, give him some tips, some college tips. He's got those college tips now at Eastern Michigan. You know?
Yeah, he's got 8 wins. That's the first time that program has had 8 wins or more since 1987.
He's going bowling.
That's good form, buddy. I like it. Halftime highlights are brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods, and it was a ground attack early on for the Legacy East. It is all about Noah Dobert. Noah Dobert did a nice job on the ground with 11 carries, 38 yards overall, and a couple of touchdowns. He gave Legacy East first blood. They had a really nice celebration as well. The response from Legacy West coming quickly, and we were tied at 6, then tied at 12. And we had some little trickery to get that tie game at 12. Thanks to Martavian Robinson who had that end around. It was called by head coach Alex Greeno. And then just before the half, how about this catch? What an outstanding grab in the corner by Marcellus Avery. He comes up pretending like he's limping. No, no, no. He's just fooling you. It was a nice throw from Robert Lelane. Lelane in the game, 10 for 15, 108 yards, and a touchdown pass that you saw there. He has the West up, or the East, I should say, up by 6. No one has made an extra point so far. And of course, if you're going to try an extra point, you can do so from the 5-yard line, the 10-yard line, or the 15-yard line. Get 1, 2, or 3.
Think about the luxury, Shep, that Lelane has, that he's the only quarterback on that team, because Christian Johnson, the talented passer from River Rouge, is a little banged up, right? So he's getting a chance to get in a real rhythm at the quarterback position while the other team is switching in and out. How about those stats, though? That's
an advantage without question, and you can see there his offense has the advantage. Total number of plays, Devin, 35 to 25. Passing yards, 108 to 67. Rushing yards is just about even. Time of possession, we've always talked in the past about this. It doesn't matter how long you have it. It matters what you do with it, and they've got 3 scores. It's 18 to 12. It was an entertaining first half, both on the football field and on the sidelines, where my partner Devin Gardner was able to talk to a number of different players, and he even did a Bally Sports First. Talk to the head referee. How about that?
Yeah, just innovating the whole sport of sports commentator. Yep, it's a sport. We're athletes too. Absolutely. The way I'm working down here, we are definitely athletes.
You're getting your steps in. I'll give you that.
Without question. Right. Hey, so interesting thing to note. The East is going to get the ball here. I'm sorry, the West is going to get the ball here, right. But they chose to go away from the active scoreboard. It looks like they're making a new decision here. They initially chose to go away from the active scoreboard so they can get the scoreboard in the 4th quarter, but they've kind of changed their minds here. The referee said, you don't get to choose.
So they'll take over at the 25-yard line. That's one of the many rule changes, one of the many rules that are unique to the Legacy Senior All-Star game. And we will see Brunson Bupp start at quarterback for Legacy West. They're in the white with the red numbers. Legacy East, the blue jerseys and white numbers. Bupp out of Ithaca. Out of the pistol formation, trouble with the snap, takes care of it, launches downfield, has his high school teammate. He will walk in. Ethan Hull has tied it up.
I mean, it's just a go route. A go route down the field. You get a talented wide receiver run down the field, and Bupp drops an absolute dime. We didn't see this from him in the first half. We didn't see the ability to drive the ball down the field. Obviously, in the locker room, Coach Greeno said, hey, we have some opportunities down there on the field. We have to take advantage of these corners, and they do it right there.
You talked about it in the first half, the connection between high school teammates like you saw there with Bupp and Hull. Bupp on the roll, throws incomplete. No one still yet today has made an extra point.
Hey Shep, Bupp and Hull, you put that together and they're a bull. You like that? No?
It's a little bit of a reach, But here's what they've done together at high school, at Ithaca High School. They know each other well. And Hull's got some good moves. 6'3", 175-pounder. He grew 7 inches between his sophomore and junior year to get to that 6'3" status. 3 sports star at Ithaca, and on the receiving end of Bronson Bupp all year long. And the Ithaca teammates with big play capability and ability, showcasing it here and with Devin Gardner.
Yeah, I've got the 2 guys that just had that explosive play, the first play out of half. What did you see there, and what allowed you to make that play?
Well, all season, I mean, with us being on the same team, we kind of got a connection, and I kind of know where he's going to be before he's even there.
I mean, that just has to be cheating. They should have put you on separate teams. You guys know each other way too well. We saw you hook up a few times in the first half, but that's the biggest play. How'd it feel to run past that DB and get in the end zone? I see you're still a little tired.
Yeah, it felt great. Definitely awesome to do it in front of this whole crowd here.
All right, cheer on your defense. Make sure you get the ball back, and maybe do it again.
Yeah, for sure. Yes, sir. Definitely.
They'll take it.
So trickery and big plays for the West so far today has gotten them even twice. 18 all. And the East is trying to respond. Robert Lelane, the big quarterback, 17 in blue. Had a fine first half.
Remember, Shep, Lelane in that first half was under a bunch of pressure with no blitz, right? In this game, there is no opportunity to blitz, so they're doing it with their front four. 15 and 55 in white are doing an outstanding job.
Lelane will throw to the right side. Has a man wrapped up right away at the 46-yard line. That's Marcelius Avery, who had the touchdown catch.
We talked to Avery about how he's always been a smaller guy, and he has to play bigger, and he played big on that play. I mean, he skies up and goes and get that ball. You just don't expect a guy at his size to be able to go up that high and make a play. He reminds me of a Jeremy Gallen. You remember him at the University of Michigan, only 5'7", but somehow found a way to make this spectacular play up above his head.
That's a good tackle by Brady Raymond as well. Third and short on the ground, and a cutback for a first down run for Matthias Mazzanti. They started left following Nick DeSanto from Riverview, Gabriel Richard. Big Hoss at 6'5", 300, all Catholic League, all region as well. Recruited by Eastern and Central and Michigan State and Ball State and Grand Valley.
It's a big man.
He is. He is a big, big kid.
Shep, the new infusion in all of football is the running back maybe not getting it on the quarterback. How about we just pick him up and carry him to where we want him to go? How do you like that?
I like it.
I love it.
Push him forward. We saw it a little bit in the state finals yesterday. Out to the flat.
Gonna get a face mask.
Good pursuit defense. Palazzolo on the receiving end of that pass.
I'm right here. What you got?
It's a great job trying to go back inside because it created the penalty.
5-yard face mask. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
So it's 5 yards because he didn't grab it and grab hold, right? He kind of just swiped it by. Give him 5 yards with a second and short now.
Good catch by the referees. They've done a nice job today. Second down and short. Empty set for Lelane. Palazzolo in motion. Lelane keeps it himself. Lunges close to the first down yard marker. And when you're 6'4", you can make up a lot of ground. Needs just about a half a yard to move the chains.
Yeah, if I'm Pop, I go back to it, right? The big fella can fall forward for the amount of yards they need for a first down.
Did you say that loud enough for Rich Pop to hear?
Yeah, I didn't. I don't want to get chewed out like you did. Giving out play calls, trying to do his job.
It wasn't the first time, and it won't be the last. Trust me on that. Mazzanti balancing up. And he crawls inside the 30. Good push by the interior part of that offensive line for a first down. Four wide receiver set for Robert Lelane. On an out pattern. Another connection. Lelane getting better time here in the second half than the first, due much in part to the big fella from Dakota, Joe Prichnick, 6'4", 280, a 3.7 GPA. You see who's looking at him, recruited by Eastern and Hope and Albion, offered by Albion and Mount Union as well. His brother plays at Albion, so he's a Brit. Second and short.
An out pattern. And it's caught. That was on a line. Well, Lane's gotten a lot of playing time because Christian Johnson has been able to play. Christian Johnson is with Devin Gardner now.
Yeah, Christian's a little banged up. Had an outstanding career at River Rouge. How cool is it for you to still be out on the field even though you can't participate today?
It's very cool. Just coming out, learning new offense in 2 days. It's been very fun to connect with all the guys and coaches and stuff. So it's been good.
It's been quite a long journey for you playing at River Rouge. You started off at Cass Tech. And talk about your journey, and now you're getting a chance to go play big-time football at Grand Valley.
It's been a lot of adversity, but a lot of good opportunities that I've been blessed with, and I'm just happy to start this new chapter in my life.
You know, gonna let you be arrogant a little bit here. If you were out there, I mean, how many touchdowns would you have right now? I don't know.
I would say 4.
4? That's what I'm talking about, because nobody will ever know.
Right. Right.
Go big or go home. Congratulations, by the way, to Christian Johnson on a fine prep career and going to Grand Valley.
Man, great kid.
Holding.
Great ability.
Offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Grand Valley's going to play Ferris State in the playoffs, aren't they, Dev? That's another
as they
big
always
matchup.
do.
Yeah, it seems like it, doesn't it?
Yeah. I remember.
Hey, remember when you and I did that
Christian
game?
Johnson, when he first transferred over to River Rouge with Coach Corey Parker, who's now at Toledo.
Yeah.
I was talking to Coach Parker and just wondering, how is he as a guy? He's like, man, this guy is the most serious guy I've ever met. He's a great leader, obviously got great talent. He said the second he walked in the door, he commanded the respect of all his teammates, and that's kind of what you get with Christian Johnson, aside from all the running ability and the big arm.
Good for the Lakers to get Christian Johnson in the fold. Down the middle of the field and incomplete. Is that a late flag? It was. Intended for Aaron Zeckman. Speaking of good quarterbacks, Christian Johnson was talking to Devin Gardner. Well, Dante Moore is going to Oregon. Brady Drogosh is going to Cincinnati. Vioto is going to Minnesota. Pico is going to Alabama as a baseball player. Bryce Underwood will go somewhere, probably the pick of his litter in a couple of years. C.J. Carr is going to Notre Dame. Mason McKenzie, who Devin interviewed earlier, is still uncommitted, and Christian Johnson, he just talked to, headed to Grand Valley.
Yes,
it was a couple of years ago that you and I called that Grand Valley Ferris State game.
Yeah, it was our first game together, my first game.
That was fun, man. That was a lot of fun.
And the state of the quarterback position is in such good hands in the state of Michigan. For so many years, the state of Michigan was almost laughed at when you talk about quarterbacks and just kind of an afterthought. Right now, you got a bunch of guys that are ranked highly in the country, not only as a quarterback, but as a player. I think it's in really good hands, and it's only going to get better.
And how about the hands there? Beautiful toss, and Marcellus Avery has his second receiving touchdown of the day. This is a thing of beauty right here.
What a catch and throw, and another celebration. Little duck, duck, goose here.
Yep.
Avery was so hyped, he forgot about the choreography. He said, you know what, guys, I'll just give a couple butt slaps and get out of here. What a diving foot. We talked about it, right? He's not a big guy, so he has to play much bigger. For a bigger guy, maybe they don't have to make this spectacular catch, but he does a great job of full extension, reaching out and making that play. Amazing catch and a great throw.
Great throw.
By Lelane.
Yeah, he's played really well. Like the way Robert Lelane throws the ball. And there's Duck, Duck, Goose.
Avery a little late to the party.
Everybody else was sitting down in a circle,
like, you know what?
looking back.
Good.
Where are you, man? Come on.
I think he was supposed to be the duck.
I think you're right. He's going to throw it now. It's a jump pass. Oh, how cool is that? I love it.
Nice throw. Look at that. I'm going up with you, baby. And he can jump high, too. He's a monster, baby. He's a diaper dandy.
Austin Enix on the receiving end. And for the first time, somebody converts a two-point conversion.
Oh, man. This Avery is something special. Catching, throwing, running. Wow. The first conversion, you put it in the receiver's hands and let him do it all.
Very cool. That's actually a one-point conversion because it came from the 5-yard line.
You know you're getting on camera. Get on over here. I got him, guys. I got old Avery. He's a little tired. I'm going to let him breathe. You know, he's celebrating with me. I'm a little tired, too, so.
That's what happens when you do those body slams. You've done 2 of them today.
Man.
That's enough.
You know, I'm going to have to slow it down here, Shep. All right, we're both tired. All right, we ready?
Yeah, let's go.
How? and you can pass?
I'm him. I do everything.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear, for the people in the back that maybe didn't hear you?
I'm him.
Is that a H-I-M?
Yes, stop playing with me.
He is him. I don't think this interview has to go any further.
No, it don't.
He's him. Go ahead.
Did he just tell you stop playing with him?
Stop playing with him.
You say that to Devin Gardner?
Stop playing. I think that's a general statement. I don't know if he meant it exactly at me. But, you know, whatever. I deserve it because he's balling.
I thought you were going barbecue chicken again.
No, we don't need to.
I just don't know. I just don't know.
Hey, so you got 2 new things. Barbecue chicken and he is him. So whenever you're saying him, you're talking about Avery.
So next year, just so I'm clear, I just want to make sure I got this from Devin Gardner. When Riley Green makes an unbelievable diving catch in center field at Comerica Park, and I say, that's barbecue chicken,
No, Shep. No, Shep. It's more of a one-on-one thing.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
The opposing person that you think cannot guard you or cannot stop you is the barbecue chicken.
I got
right?
you.
And you're going to eat him alive.
All right.
But if he makes that diving catch, he is him, though.
I got you. He is him.
He is him.
All right. See, I'm learning. You're teaching, and I'm learning. On the roll. Middle of the field and just off the fingertips. Lucas Pryor would like to have that one back because Garrett Calgano was open. Calgano from Rochester, the all-conference selection, all-county selection, and a team MVP.
Shep, I'm just telling you, these West receivers can get behind the East defense. They have to try it again, right? You know, don't fix it if it isn't broken. Particularly 14, Dorian Hill from Lake Orion, wide receiver. He's doing a really good job.
2nd and 10, and a completion to Robinson.
Hey, no mistake.
Two receivers to the field. They have more numbers. They bring them in motion, though.
And a flip, and a shake, and a first down. Good job by Dorian Hill to break free from the tackle, and the Lake Orion wide receiver moves the chains for Legacy West. It helps to go to that left side. Hayden Keeley from Ann Arbor Skyline, the top offensive lineman at the Legacy Summer Camp. Played a little football, a little lacrosse, and a little hockey at Skyline. 6'6", 310 pounds. Positioned at the right tackle on this drive. Pryor will roll the pocket. Eyes downfield, and he'll run it for a short gainer.
Shep. Hill, 5'9", 150 pounds, so you know he's a blazer. He movement in the open field there. He is behind his defense almost every single time he attacks it. I mean, I have to expect that they're going to try and give him a shot on the field at some point.
Well, there was a time in the first half where my partner would be on the sideline asking the head coach that and asking for the call into the microphone. So I'm looking for Alex Greenaw's input with you, my friend. Late substitution for Greeno. Pryor waits for his teammate Ben Scooter to get set and instead calls a timeout. And that's a perfect time for the timeout because that gives Devin Gardner a chance to sprint a good 60 yards to talk to the Legacy West head coach and find out what's upcoming on 2nd and long. This presentation of the Legacy Senior All-Star Game on Bally Sports Detroit is brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's Sporting Goods. By Figer Law. Nobody knows the law like we do. Figer Law. And by the Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. Both the East and the West have passing touchdowns. Here in the second half, it's 25-18. Legacy East in front. Big 2nd down and long coming for West. And Devin Gardner is going to tell us what we expect to see.
Hey, Coach Greeno, so I overheard you say this is essentially 4-down territory. You want to try and get at least 6. Obviously, you want to get it all.
Yeah,
you want to get at least 6 so you can go for it on 4th down. What do you got for the play call here? You got a true run-pass option, huh?
Yeah, we do. It's going to be a pre-snap look, not as much as an RPO while the play's developing. If he likes what we got, we're going to take a shot. You know, like we've been saying all week, these guys are all-stars. Let them go be all-stars.
So it's less of a run-pass option, and it's run or pass. Make a choice.
Absolutely, yep. He's going to know pre-snap what he's doing. Looks like we're giving the ball here.
He does. He gives it to Tyus. Xavier Tyus breaks free, bouncing to the outside, and down the sideline, driven out of bounds inside the 20. Good call, Coach Greeno. Well executed by his offense.
And a nice job by the quarterback, right? So many times a quarterback can get enticed to throw that fade route because he knows that his wide receiver, Dorian Hill, is getting behind the defense. But the look doesn't suggest that he does it. He gives it to the running back, and he gets a big play.
That's a great point. That's an unselfish call on the part of Lucas Pryor. Most quarterbacks want to throw it. They want that touchdown pass. Instead, he puts his team into the hands of Xavier Tyus to get him in better shape. Now he'll roll the pocket. Looking, throwing. He's got his tight end. Joe Ben Scooter drilled. It bounces right up. That's a big man right there. And
it's a
Drew
big-time
Tucker,
collision there.
Yeah, Drew Tucker remains down, the senior from Warren Cousineau.
It's a nice job by Pryor, making sure he strings it out, and then finds the tight end. It's kind of his.
There's the collision right there. We hope Drew Tucker's all right. All county selection out of Cousineau. Averaged 9 tackles per game this year.
That's 2 good decisions by the quarterback.
Yeah.
On the first one, the option to throw a possible touchdown, right? And you said it, you called it unselfish, and I think that's exactly what it is. He does a very good job of handing the ball off, and it results in a big play because the look of the defense suggested that he does that. And then on this next play, he strings out, has another opportunity to throw it in the end zone, but it's kind of hairy, right? And you always want to trust the quarterback, especially in an all-star game, right? He got here for a reason. He strings it out, and then finds his tight end over the middle for a good game.
He and Joe Ben Scooter have been on the same page. Remember, he had the touchdown catch, one of the touchdown catches.
Hey, I have one for you here, Shep.
Okay.
Joe Ben Scooter been scooting.
Now, that's better than your last one.
Yeah, I know. I had to make up for it. That other one was terrible.
Well done.
Why'd you have to bring that up, though, Shep? What's that all about? Everybody forgot about that. We got new listeners. They were like, oh, man, that's so good. He's so clever.
Wait a minute. You've given me quite a few to chew on here today.
And
I really
guys,
appreciate
I'm a
it.
great
Writing them all
teammate.
down.
I'm a great teammate, and I have a referee here whose shoe is untied. So I'm going to make sure that his shoe is tied because we just can't have our referees in danger.
Oh, that's nice of you.
Because of the halftime, they probably took one away. That's fine. Probably.
Absolutely. I'm a really good shoe tire. That thing is not coming loose. I'm just telling you.
Did you double knot it?
No, you don't. I don't need the double knot. I'm not 5 years old, Shep.
Okay.
That thing is not coming loose. I'm just telling you. Reminder: left shoe. Remember, it won't come loose.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Try to hold you to that.
Anybody else?
Anybody?
Going once?
Anybody need a shirt tucked in?
Anybody need a shirt tucked in? Anything? Good. I'm a great teammate, Shep. I'm just telling you.
Listen, nobody knows that better than I do.
You're my guy.
They continue to look at Drew Tucker. Tough kid, man. 6'1", 185. He's the youngest of 5 in his family, so he's used to fighting for scraps at the dinner table and fighting for attention from mom and dad, so he knows what it's all about. He'll be all right. We got football for you here today. We got hoops for you tonight. Good to see Tucker on his feet. Stay with us as Bally Sports Detroit. The Pistons returning home from the West Coast to take on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Coverage begins at 5:30 with Pistons Live and tips off shortly after 6. That's Pistons and Cavs. 5:30 on Bally Sports Detroit and the Bally Sports app. Rough road trip for the Pistons. All
right, good to see Drew Tucker walking off a little bit.
All right, Green, a long delay there. What do we have here cooking up? You got a lot of time to get an end zone play.
Yeah, we're going to run the hot hand here. We're just going to motion our tight end, let him get an angle on that D end that's getting quite a bit upfield. So we're just going to run power right inside of him, God's play, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? And Tyus is a dog back to do it. So hopefully he bursts one. They did a good job there getting to the linebacker, but.
Very good job.
2nd and 5 ain't a bad place. Right in the middle of the field, coach.
2nd and 5. 2nd and 5, you just said. It's not a bad place to play.
23.
Hey, I'm down there with the young Greeno. Let's see what he thinks. What do you think your dad should call here?
I think you should do a Hail Mary.
Hail Mary from the 5. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
No, you don't.
I like it.
It's okay to say no. It's all right.
Double passes again.
Or a double pass. I like double passes and Hail Marys from the 5.
Well, they should put me in the game and let me run.
That's where it goes. That's it.
See,
That's it.
He's him. Pressure coming. Scoots away from it. Dumps it underneath. Tyus drags his way to the 4.
See, if they go Hail Mary, they'll be in the end zone by now, right?
Yeah. I really would. Or maybe if they want to put me at center, and I'll just pancake them. I'll just make a clear path for the running back, or Luca to run it in. Luca's a great quarterback. He really is. He's a nice guy, all around.
Shep, I like him. I like him a lot.
I like his confidence.
I like his confidence. Oh, my goodness.
I'm sure the defensive tackles for Legacy East wouldn't mind that challenge, though. 4-down territory, obviously. 3rd and goal from the 4. Tyus stringing it out, cutting it up, and touchdown.
I mean, that's a great job by Tyus, getting on the edge. I mean, they've run a bunch of these outside zones, and sometimes it's the wide gap scheme where you allow the running back to go wide and just choose the gap. The offensive lineman just block head up, and he finds the gap, and he's done a good job of getting to the outside with his speed, getting underneath defenders, and that time he does it to get in the end zone.
To tie it up from the 5, just a reminder, 1-point conversion from the 5, 2 points from the 10, 3 from the 15. This to tie it at 25. Pryor looks, throws, and it is incomplete. So the East clings to a 1-point lead. Xavier Tyus from Portage Northern with a couple of touchdown runs, recruited by Western and Grand Valley, and this was him on display during the regular season. Tough to bring down. A power runner for sure. And a kid who is perfectly used in the screen game. Good looking ball player and a good leader too. He's a co-captain on the offense for Legacy West and down with Devin Gardner. Dev?
Yes, how good does it feel to really hold up to that Tyus name? I had your brother earlier this year in the Northwestern game, and he was a great back and forth Northern, and you are outstanding as well.
Yes, sir, it feels great just carrying on Tyus' legacy.
So today you're a captain, and they're leaning on you in the run game to make sure you get it done and you deliver again. How does it feel to be the guy they call on?
Feels good, and just trusting myself, relying on my muscle instincts.
How has your brother helped you, right? He's moved on to the next level. He's got a lot of new football knowledge. How has he really helped you take your game to the next level?
A lot of support, just talking to them, seeing what they're doing up there. It's helping me out in my game down here.
You excited for this?
Yes, sir.
It's going to be a big finish.
Yes, sir.
Dev, we talk about his brother playing in Northwestern. His father played at Central Michigan. So, like you said earlier in the broadcast, the football running through the Tyus veins and family name.
Man, he's a strongly built kid.
Yeah,
right?
he is low to the ground.
Low center of gravity, has great balance, right? And you can see it on display every time he gets the ball, right? And one guy's not going to tackle him. Greeno talked about it a little earlier, that he's not a guy that's going to go down with one guy tackle. I bet Coach Greeno wanted him at Dearborn.
Pass interference on Legacy West. A toss sweep right side for Noah Dobert. Has a couple of touchdown runs today and a nice gain there on first down. Rich Pop, the head coach of Legacy East. Thankful he's got that big anchor, 6'6", 280-pound tackle, Noah Thomas. two-sport star. Tore an ACL in January, had reconstructive surgery in February, rehabbed for 4 hours a day, 5 days a week, finally cleared in July, and what a season he had. Great dedication on the part of 77 in blue. Downtown throw, nice comeback. Boy, that's a great adjustment. Really well played by Tyler Swick, the receiver out of Grosse Ile.
I mean, this is one of the most indefensible plays in football. The go route that turns to a back shoulder, it's an adjustment by the quarterback and the wide receiver, and they adjust perfectly like they've known each other for a very long time.
On the Downriver Dream Team, and for good reason. Youngest of 7 kids who can flat out and go get it. Recruited heavily by Chris Creighton in Eastern Michigan. He's got good size at 6'2", 180. Eastern could use a downfield threat. He might be able to provide that for him. A first down grab with $1.50 to go in the third. Dobert reverses his field and gets inside the 20. Good run. Another good vision on the part of a running back who's impressed here today.
You know, Shep, what I've been interested to see is how balanced these teams are, right?
Yeah.
It's not just running, it's not just passing. They are sprinkling in all of it. And it feels like these kids have known each other for a lot longer than they have.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with how these guys have played here today, offensively, defensively, and just about at every single position. This has not been easy in 2 days to get to know one another or a playbook. 5 wide receivers set. The throw on the out, a shoulder shake and a push out of bounds. The connection made with Austin Enix. Well, the offensive line's done a better job for Legacy East. Alex Tanuzzi out of Detroit Jesuit, 2-time Catholic League AA champ, and overcoming leg injuries throughout his career. He's done a nice job to rejuvenate his senior season and hang in there and play well up front, right next to Dallin Henry, the center, number 71, who's on the honor roll from West Bloomfield.
We got first down from the 10. What we got here, Pop?
Gonna give it to Noah. He's running his tail off, man. We're blocking really well. Got to take advantage of it.
Gap scheme, pulling lineman.
Yep.
There we go.
Inside give, Dobert.
Reed. He's good. He's very good.
Down to the 5.
As you can hear, Coach Pop is extremely impressed with the way Dober's running the ball, and he's going to keep feeding them. And it seems like both these teams are leaning on the defensive line and sprinkling in the pass, but trying to get that running game going to make sure they set up things for later in the game, maybe.
Yeah, and you know, here's the other thing. Robert Lelane's had better time to throw the football because of that offensive line and the job that they've done so far here in the second half. We have played 3 quarters, 1 quarter to go. It's been a good one. East leads West 25-24. We've seen it done on the ground. And so far in the second half, it has been an aerial assault. Mason McKenzie does just that. The Mr. Football finalist for Caledonia was here earlier today to receive the Legacy Mr. Football Award. We'll soon find out who takes control of the 4th when we come back to Brighton after this.
Welcome back to the Legacy All-Star Game. I'm down on the field with a special guest. Amir Herring decided to show his face at the Legacy All-Star Game. The talented offensive lineman from West Bloomfield High School, committed and going to the University of Michigan, the greatest school on the planet, and a school that's going to the Big Ten Championship. We would be remiss if we didn't mention that, right? But let's talk about your career as a high school athlete. Very successful career. Nobody ever really heard a bunch from you, right? You're a quiet assassin, but you've been really good, and you a little talkative on the field, huh?
Yeah, I'm really passionate guy when it comes to on the field, really for my teammates and really for my team. I'm going to do anything that's really needed for us to win, you know, on and off the field.
So I've known about this kid for quite some time. This is like the first time I've ever heard his voice. You were an outstanding player. What was it about Michigan that made you commit there?
Michigan, just the family environment, really the culture of winning at the University of Michigan. Just overall, my relationship with the coaching staff and the players on the team from the Metro Detroit area. Just overall, it was a really good, you know, experience for me. You know, all my visits up there and taking the trips with me and my family. Overall, I feel like it was the best fit for me on and off the field.
How cool is it that you get to come to this Legacy All-Star Game and see your former lineman mate at center snapping the ball and see all these players that you might have grown up with playing in this game?
It's just overall, I feel like it's a really good platform for everybody playing in this game on a big, platform at Bally Sports. Really just overall, I feel like this is a really successful game, and I really like where this game is going.
Now, I got one last question for you. Who wins the national championship?
Oh, the Michigan Wolverines, no doubt.
I agree, and I think Shep agrees as well. Isn't that right, Shep?
Well, that was kind of a setup. But, hey, congratulations.
Do you agree? Answer the question.
That's going to be a challenge against Georgia.
Here he goes.
I'm rooting for him. It's not that I'm not rooting for him.
You just watch us dominate the #2 team in the country, and you are saying it's going to be a challenge?
It is going to be a challenge against Georgia.
Here you go.
I love that Amir Herring is up for the Anvil Award, given to the best linebacker or lineman in the year, and he really proved it, didn't he?
Yeah,
He's an Under Armour All-American. What a great career he had.
So like I said, I've never really truly heard his voice before, before just now, and I've known about him since he was a freshman. He's a starter, 4 years at West Bloomfield, and for him to be up for that, whoa, his teammates got a catch! Whoa!
A big fella! Dalen Henry off the batted pass.
I don't think Amir's ever had a catch. I don't know if Amir's ever had a catch. His teammate just got a catch in the All-Star game. Hey, Pop, you might need to start throwing to the big fella in the middle with those hands.
We've had 2 linemen catch footballs today. Remember?
Yeah, we've got 2 offensive linemen catching balls today.
I can't wait till you talk to Dalen Henry.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get Amir Herring on that, too.
That's a beautiful thing right there.
That's got to be the first catch of his life, right?
Big boy's got to eat. 4th and goal from the 6. There he is right there. Offensive lineman in the year in the conference, an honor roll. Football is his passion, he says. The lame up the middle, follows the big kid, but gets pushed backwards. A highlight reel catch by Dalen Henry, but Legacy West defense bows up and pushes him backward. Good work by Royce Darty to pull back the big quarterback. It was Darty and Trevante Buckley.
I got him, Shep.
Oh, good for you.
I got him, Shep.
All right, have him take that helmet off so we can see that pretty face.
We want to see that pretty face of who's out there making all these plays. So, offensive lineman of the year in your conference, you got your teammate here. I don't know how many passes he's caught, but you just caught one in an all-star game. That's sorry, say it again.
Second pass.
Is it something slight, maybe?
Slight, you feel me?
So we've heard a lot of guys make a lot of plays, and most guys say, I'm him. So as a wide receiver, I know you're him as a center. As a wide receiver, are you him?
I for sure am. Dub Show, it's my son. Y'all know him, #2, West Bloomfield. That's my son.
Yeah, another Michigan commit, and that's your son.
Yeah.
Birthed him.
He learned it from me.
Absolutely. Great catch. You got off the field on 4th down, but you were the highlight of that drive. Anvil Award, you ready for it?
I'm ready. I can't wait, to see who's the winner. I can't wait because I feel like I'm going to be the winner of the Anvil Award.
You heard it here first. He feels like he should be the winner of the Anvil Award.
Henry referring to Samaj Morgan, who's headed to Michigan as a wide receiver.
He burst him.
He burst him. He sure did. He taught him right. You're teaching me an awful lot today, buddy. Yeah, it's just been incredible. Where would we be without Devin Gardner on the sidelines? At first I was a little disappointed you weren't next to me. Now I am thrilled that you're down there to talk to 2 offensive linemen who have caught passes today. It's a treat.
I mean, you're learning all this new lingo. I mean, you are going to be so hip when you get back to doing baseball and all the different things that you do. You do it all. Eastern Michigan football. I mean, you are going to be him.
All I need is your wardrobe. Here's a throw deep down the sideline and incomplete. They connected on the first play of the second quarter or the second half. It was bumped to Hull for a touchdown for Legacy West. This time they failed to connect.
And had him again there, and Hull's going to want that one back, right? He got both hands on it up above his head, and as a taller receiver, that's what he wants, right? You want to get that ball nice and high because the DB was not too far away. He's going to want that one back.
So there are no special teams in the Legacy All-Star game. By admitting they're going to punt, the West gives it to the East at the 25-yard line.
East trying to pad their lead up by 1. Devin brought up a great point earlier. Because of the injury to Christian Johnson, who would playing quarterback for Legacy East and rotating with Robert Lane. Lane, 17 in blue, has had a chance to take all the snaps and really find himself in a good rhythm. Been really good so far here today. Some good playmakers too. Marcelius Avery, Noah Dobert, Santino Palazzolo. Lane will throw, and he connects with another one, and Austin Enix. Still on his feet and inbounds, and then wrestled out of bounds.
And how about that fight? How about that fight? I mean, you get the ball in a position to make a play, but then you get guys swarming to the tackle. But the ability to continue to fight, I mean, that's the fight you're seeing in this All-Star game. You know, usually people get used to watching the Pro Bowl, and it's like, oh, it's just kind of laughable. Guys don't play hard. Yeah. But these kids are just fighting for every inch, every yard, giving it everything they've got. All right, you got Avery, number 3 in the slot. He's run corner routes from this position, and the corner route is wide open again.
On the ground, Matthias Mazzanti. Devin talked with Mazzanti earlier today. He's one of the international players in the game today. And
with a great accent.
Yeah, he says he feels like football kind of gives him a bigger purpose in life, which I think is pretty cool.
All right, now, Coach Pop just said they're taking a shot. Is it Avery?
Whoever guy's in the slot over here, I'm not really sure. I don't get to dictate any of that. The receiver coach, though, might know. I'm not sure.
Whoever we have in the shot in the slot to the home sideline. Oh, it's Avery. We got to show. Oh, let me be a little more quiet here, guys. I'm a little close to the action. They may be able to hear me, but he's got a one-on-one opportunity here. He's been big all day. Number 2 in blue.
Looking that way, throwing that way. Intercepted. Jason Scazales will take it to the house.
Coach Pop has the perfect play diagram. He gets Avery on the wheel route. He's up the field, wide open with the linebacker chasing. The ball gets hit, jarred loose, however you want to call it, and it lands in the hands of a East defender or a West defender, and it's a big play and a turnover.
Scozales out of Chelsea, a co-captain on defense, makes a big play here midway through the 4th to give West its first lead of the day. They're going to go for 2. This will be a 2-point conversion attempt from the 10. Lofting for the corner, trying to use his size, and it is no good. Instead, intercepted by the defensive back from Bloomfield Hills, C.J. Jackson. But Legacy West has itself a lead. A defensive pick and score from Jason Scozakis out of Chelsea makes it 30-25. We've got some playmakers in this one. Jason Scozakis is one of them from Chelsea, and he's with Devin Gardner.
Yeah, he made the biggest play, at least defensively, of the day. Outstanding, outstanding. But you see Avery, right, who you said he burned you a little bit earlier, so you had to get some payback, but you see him on that wheel route. What's going through your head?
Man, I got to get back in coverage. I know that's where he's looking to. He looks like his #1 wide receiver out there. Has 2 touchdowns already on the night, 1, of course, on me. So, yeah, like you said, I had to get a little payback.
Just a little bit of payback. Great job getting the tip pass or whatever happened. Does it matter to you what happened?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's a team effort. They made it happen in the backfield. I made it happen out in the field. So
you got your get back, huh?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Go out there and help the defense. They're out there.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yep.
It's good stuff. And now East goes back to work. They try to get it to Avery yet again, but off his hands and incomplete. Pretty good observation by Jason Scozales. He's recognizes that Marcelius Avery has become Robert Lalane's favorite target.
2nd and 10. Noah Dobert, the lone setback, gets the call. Good jump cut, runs into a brick wall though on the right side. Good pressure. Royce Darty, number 75 in white. He's got 10 offers. Made the tackle. Third down and long for Rich Pop in Legacy East. Lane will throw for it. Pressure comes, sidesteps his way, and it's knocked down and almost intercepted by Owen Sweeney. Oh, he batted it down with the right hand and lunged for it. He's seen 2 linemen catch passes. He wanted a pick, but couldn't quite get to it. Pass rush instigated by Zaylin Martin from Bridgeport, forcing Lane to get rid of it quicker than he wanted. And they will punt it away. That means that Legacy West gets it at the 25. And Devin Gardner's downside, down on the field on the west sideline. Dev?
Yeah, I'm getting this huddle and see what's going on, right? Up by 5. All right, not much of a huddle here, but I got Coach Greeno who ran the huddle, so we know exactly what's going to happen by talking to Coach Greeno. We're up by 5, 6:16 left in the game. What do you got?
We're going to try to run Tyus and Eckler here, chew some clock, but we're playing to win the game, right? We're not trying to just to eat time. We're trying to go score. Little speed option here that we set up the reverse off earlier. Hopefully Tyus can get one-on-one in space with somebody, make a big run here.
Do you have a speed option pass available? Are you going to draw that up on the sideline, get Dorian Hill behind the defense?
There's some dirt over here. I might draw that up. Uh-oh. Look at this guy go. No matter what, he gets yards.
He sure
we
does.
might draw that up in the dirt over here. I got a couple stones and things.
I don't see why not, because Dorian Hill's special.
So is Xavier Tyus. Love the way number 5 in white runs the football out of Portage Northern.
Hitch and go action here.
Got a little double move action here, Shep.
In the air and on a curl route, he connects with Joey Mattern.
Hey, that's a great job by the quarterback, Shep. You saw he went and put X's on his arms, right? It's because the safeties were over the top, and he said, no, we're not going to do it. Just run the regular hitch, and he finds the open guy. Very nice job. That's another heady play by a quarterback on the West team.
First time that he's connected with the senior receiver from Heartland, who's an excellent lacrosse player as well.
I mean, Shep, are you surprised at how intricate these offenses are? I mean, he calls off a play and goes to the right play again.
I'm just surprised at how well they're executing. Tyus shakes free from one would-be tackler and then all the way past the 45 to the 46. They're starting to win the battle up front.
Yeah, I agree, without a doubt. And it's because a running back like Tyus, like all the great running backs, they lean on you and they wear on you. And you stop them a little bit in the first, right? Then they get a little bit better in the second. And then by the third and fourth quarter, you're tired of tackling this tank. And he's really leaning on this East defense.
Second and short. Luca Pryor, the quarterback, out of Northville High School.
You can see these wasting some time, right? Chewing up some clock, preserving this win. If they can hold on to the ball.
Tyus up the middle. Good hole. Breaks free. Could be gone. He is.
I mean, the offensive line does a really good job, but this is a lot of Tyus. He stiff arms, he bursts through tackles, and then he has the speed to get down the field and hit his head on the proverbial goalpost, because the goalpost is hanging here at the Legacy facility. Outstanding job by Tyus getting to the end zone and creating a situation where he could have maybe iced the game. Now you put the pressure on the East to really make a play after this 2-point try. Or they're going to go for one here.
They'll go for one, right. Up 36-25. Give it to him again. Clear path. The conversion is good. And the lead is 12. Good looking running back, Xavier Tyus. And a good job by his big hosses up front, too. Offensive line winning the battle in the trenches on that drive. Well, the game summary brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. What a start to the second half. Bronson Bump finding his high school teammate Ethan Hull for a deep toss. And then the East came right back on a beautiful pass from Lelane to Avery.
Oh, no.
Then it was Xavier Tyus. He found his way into the end zone, not once, but twice. This after his defensive teammate and co-captain Jason Scalalis with a pick six. After they got it back, Tyus knew exactly what to do with it. Broke a tackle and another, and then used his getaway speed for 6 more. Impressive second half adjustments for Team West, and the Legacy West team is up 37-25. Now, Lane needs a scoring drive. It's a good way to start it with a toss to Palazzolo. Devin Gardner showing why this event is a family affair. Dev, where are you?
I'm up here near you a little bit, down the road a little bit, with the Tyus family. You look up in the stands, you see all the orange, and you know it's Porter's Northern support. How cool is it to have your son down here playing the way he is in this All-Star game?
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. His dream come true. He loves to play. He loves to compete, and it's just another opportunity.
I mean, he's such a humble kid. I know your other son, he's such a humble kid. I had him earlier this year for Northwestern. What has it been like watching them grow up and compete against each other and lean on each other for information?
I mean, it's the most amazing thing in the world, because life is about more than sports. And to watch them grow up, to watch them compete, and then stay humble and realize that it's all about work. It's all about your work ethic. And if you learn how to work as a youth, it's going to carry over to being a great man.
Well, they got a perfect example of you, right? Talk about your journey and how you've been able to kind of move the roadblocks out of the way for them as they move forward in their lives.
For me, it's just been about telling my story, about my mistakes, about getting in trouble. I played at Central Michigan, going to jail, making poor decisions. So for me, I've taught my boys that I'm going to speak to you about what really happened. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you what I did, how I messed up, and learn from my example. Don't repeat what I did. Learn from it, and you're going to grow that much faster.
You built some great athletes, some great man. Kudos to you.
I appreciate it.
And the family. Get the family. They're trying to hide. We got the family over here. Look at this. Look at this. Yeah, what's up?
Hey, can I get one of those sweatshirts? It says X.
Shep said, can he get one of those sweatshirts?
I love that sweatshirt. That is way cool. Yeah, I love that. That is neat. Way to go, folks. Congratulations. And boy, what a talented running back Xavier is. But not just a talented football player, Dev. You talked to him earlier in the broadcast. What a good, hard-working young man he is.
Yeah, humble, and his brother is the same way.
Lelane will throw. More pressure comes. He unloads downfield. Intercepted! Darrell Jones Jr. hauls it in. The senior from Walled Lake Western turns it over.
I mean, this is a great job of being in position. The lane gets a little risky, right? Tries to get it all back in one play. And Darrell Jones Jr., or as his neighborhood friends know him, Hollywood, makes a play.
Hey, man, that's what I do.
Good stuff by Darrell Jones, a 3-point student. Dad has sacrificed so much for him, making him proud here at an all-star game on a Sunday afternoon in Brighton. And he's now with Devin Gardner. Dev?
All right, so the back of your jersey, show everybody, but it's Darrell Jones Jr., but everybody knows you as Hollywood. How was Hollywood able to make that play?
Hey, man, this is what he...
Time out. Take your helmet off. How you going to be Hollywood with your helmet on? What are we doing? All right, there you go. That's what I'm talking about, the flowing locks. How were you able to make that play?
Man, this is what Hollywood do, man. He read his keys. He make play on the ball. Yes, sir.
So a lot of guys have been running around screaming, I'm him, I'm him. I got to ask you, are you in fact him?
I'm Hollywood. I'm Hollywood.
He is Hollywood. That's a great play. That could be the one that sealed it. Nice play.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, stay tuned. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think
you heard it here
he
first.
Just dropped the mic on you, man.
He did drop the mic on me. That's how you got to do it when you're Hollywood. You know what I mean?
So first of all, you went third person. Second of all, he went Hollywood. And third, he dropped the mic on you and walked away.
You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of Shep.
Oh, no.
Shep gets pretty Hollywood from time to time.
Listen to me. If I ever use third person, I want you to smack me in the mouth. You understand me? I love you like a brother. I want you to smack me in the mouth if I ever go third person on you, all right?
Yeah, that's an outstanding play by Jones Jr. I mean, he's a guy that was always a smaller guy and found a way to make plays and play hard and scratch and claw for everything he's got. I've met his dad. I've known him for quite some time, and he's a guy that's really, really made this life for himself, and it's cool for him to make that play on this stage.
Yeah, it's a great story. It really is, because his mom and dad split up when he was just 9 years old, and his dad, he says, has done everything for him, sacrificed. So really hoping to get a nice offer here. Whether it happens or not, he's made his father and his entire family proud, because he's had a heck of a high school football career at Walled Lake Western. He's been a fine student in the classroom, and he's been able to shine bright here in Brighton.
And he's worked with a former Wolverine, Raymond Taylor. Raymond Taylor's been his kind of personal coach, and he's now actually his coach at his school at Walled Lake Western. So he's got a guy who's been through it, and Raymond Taylor's name on Instagram used to be Pick 6 when he was in college, because he had a bunch of interceptions at Michigan. So he's looking like his trainer right there.
But he never intercepted you.
Well, no.
Right, of course not. I mean, in practice.
Not even in practice.
Okay, thankfully.
We had a lot of battles when I was playing receiver, though. My goodness.
Bupp will throw, now run. A lot of room. Down the sideline, and his pin's taken out from under him right near the 30-yard line.
I mean, as a quarterback, you have to get in the fight, right? When you get in the fight, good things happen. That means climb into the pocket. He climbs into the pocket, and he sees a lane, and this big fella can roll. He is running down the field, getting those knees up high. What a play. I mean, this offense, this defense, they've really come into their own here in the second half.
Yeah, they've made some nice adjustments. They just seem to figure some things out. And the guys up front have done a nice job. Bupp will throw, and behind his intended receiver. Speaking of those big fellas up front for Legacy West, how about number 70, Hunter Shank, 6'2", 310, a 3.97 GPA, all-county selection. Missed a couple of years, his freshman and his sophomore year, with a leg injury, but has fought his way back, and what a heartwarming story it is. His sister diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. So always appreciating every day he has, especially on the football field. Four wide receivers set for Bronson Bupp. And a little toss and a fumble. That's incomplete, actually. It's a little toss. That's a pass.
Again, we talked about it in the game earlier. That new adoration on the jet sweep, where you give the quarterback easy passing yards, or it's an incomplete pass, kind of remove that option for it to be a fumble.
Those are supposed to be the easiest passes you could possibly complete, but it's been a tough timing mechanism here for them today.
Yeah, they've been in sync on pretty much everything else, but the easiest thing, right? That little soft toss, they just haven't figured it out.
On the ground, Eckler. Bounce into the right side. Stiff arming his way, and a good ankle tackle made by Caleb Canute. Timeout, Rich Poppin, Legacy East.
It's 4th down. It's a big down, and Coach Pop wants to make sure that he has all of his bases covered, because you look at the timing and the score, you think it's going to be tough sledding if you allow him to get this first down.
I'd be interested to know what Alex Greeno with Legacy West has been able to figure out in the second half that perhaps they didn't necessarily have quite pinpointed in the first half. It's been a nice adjustment from him and his staff.
So I'm running like a post.
Yes.
We're up.
Yes.
You have no help. There's no running back. We're
14. Okay, 14, X hitch and go. It's all verts.
Okay. It's vertical.
We got a hitch and go here. We got a hitch and go, all vertical. So they're taking a shot here on 4th.
See how many we can pull over here, and letting the 2 high school connection guys, 2 Ithaca guys try to hook up here. If the hitch and go ain't there, we're throwing hitch quick right now. Hopefully we make somebody miss. So he's off, so it should just be a hitch up top.
See if it works.
No, they took it anyway.
They took it away. And a quarterback sack. I will say this, Alex Greeno, the head coach at Dearborn, he's got a future in broadcasting.
Oh, without question.
He's pretty darn good, isn't he?
He's got his glasses. He looks like Superman. He's got a real future in broadcasting. Coach,
Yeah.
he can do everything.
Yeah. I like the way he explains everything.
I mean, and obviously he does a good job of relaying his message, right? Because the quarterbacks are showing that they know exactly what their plan is and what they want to do. He's doing an outstanding job getting his message across. So he's probably going to join Bally Sports Detroit at some point.
Hey, let me know. Talk to me, baby. Talk to me. Always looking for another opportunity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not the guy, but I know a guy. I know a guy. You know.
It's interesting that Devin Gardner has now become the executive producer of the network.
Hey, you heard me. I know a guy. You know.
Hey,
Jeff Files probably looking on, so proud of how we're handling this amazing All-Star game and getting all the information out.
Whatever he ate, he just spit up. 2:17 left to go in it. Let's see if they can strike quickly. Robert Lelane will try and do just that. Looking left, throwing on a quick out pattern, and it's caught. Stepping out of bounds after picking up a little bit.
So on the sideline, you can hear the coaches saying, hey, we'll give them that. Yeah. Right? The one thing you want to try to do is guard the sideline, but if they're going to do that down the field, just 5-5-5, you know, make them stay patient and make them use up all the time trying to chop down the field. Just don't give up the big play.
Tyler Swick with his 3rd catch of the day.
What did you say, Coach? We should be cranking this crowd up. We up. We got the lead. Let's go. Lock in.
Trips formation to the right of the lane. Looking that way. Batted down. Those big fellas are really getting their hands up. Royce Darty again. '75's got some hops from Waterville, west side of the state. Third down and long. Lelane looks left, pumps, tosses, and knocked down again. Owen Sweeney with his 2nd bat down. Boy, their timing is perfect.
I mean, great job by number 79, Sweeney. That's the thing about batted balls. You've seen a bunch of them for Lelane, and when you're a quarterback, you start to hesitate, and then you still end up getting the ball batted down. Nice job by this defensive front. They are doing an outstanding job in not allowing Lelane to complete balls. And I'm just telling you, on 4th down, he's got that in the back of his mind. Will my pass be batted again? We'll see.
You know who Sweeney learned football from? His mom. She was a 5-time national champion on the Detroit Demolition. How about that?
That's impressive. You can see he's got some athletic ability as well.
4th and 6. Lane slings it, and it's incomplete. Intended for Marcelius Avery, and that should do it with 2 minutes remaining. Ball goes over to Legacy West, and they'll take over at the 39-yard line of the East All-Star squad. Stay with us after the game. We will hand out the player of the game, both on offense and defense, when this one concludes.
Wide double pass. Speed reverse wide double pass. Whoever.
Wow.
I know you guys.
Really?
The jugular. No. This Greeno is here to give the fans a show. We are not sitting on the ball.
I was going to say.
Reverse double pass. Wow. Double pass. Speed option reverse double pass. We're not sitting on the ball.
I have no idea if we'll execute this. We just made it up, but we don't want to just limp out of this game. You know what I mean? We want to finish strong, put the show on for the fans. I was told to make it entertaining, so that's what we're trying to do to the best of our ability, and that's really all you can do is just try your best, right? There's the pitch. Oh, that's not good. That's a fumble.
You know, maybe tie us this time.
I will say this.
It looked like it was going to work, though.
Of all the players and the plays that we've seen today, I think Alex Greeno might be the star of the broadcast.
He might be the star of the broadcast.
He has been really fun to follow.
Pop started off real strong, but Greeno, when he called his shot ever since then,
man, you're right.
Been the star.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot from Coach Pop.
Yeah.
I've learned. I don't want to say it's the passing of the torch, but no, just kidding.
Hey, how does it feel? You know, if the West wins, this is the first time the West has won this game. And your talented ball player continues to rumble and stumble down the field.
Yeah, and I've never lost this game coaching in it, so it's match made in heaven.
The West has never won. Coach Greeno's never lost. I mean, sounds like a match made in heaven to me.
Well, that's a pretty good play he just dialed up to Joey Mattard.
I mean, I just love the aggressiveness and really giving a show to these fans, not trying to take knees and waste the time. They're throwing this football, and how about Pryor to deliver, right? You got to complete these balls, keep the clock running, and he's doing it.
Tyus dragged down at the 24-yard line. Under a minute to go. There's quite a few men we could talk about as players of the game, both on offense and defense. So it'll be an interesting choice who they decide. Well earned no matter what. Pryor to throw. Middle of the field and intercepted. Up the left sideline. Trent Allison shoved out of bounds. But the West Bloomfield senior with an interception late.
You're going to see the safety sitting right in the middle of the field. The seam is just not quite ready to catch the ball. The safety is waiting. It catches it almost like a punt. Tries to take it to the end zone. He got pretty far. He got 20 seconds left. Let's see what the East can do with it.
Allison moved here from Dallas during the COVID year. Helped West Bloomfield win a state championship. And playing in the Legacy All-Star game. Good for him. Ball resting at the 40-yard line for Legacy East.
All right, the last gasp of air for the East All-Stars.
Lane wants to go deep. And that's intercepted. Mika Steger from Switzerland has the play of the day for him. Nice read, nice drop, and nice interception. Good hands. How much fun is that, Dev?
Way to get my back.
Mika Steger dropping back, and good hands, good read. And Devin is with the Switzerland linebacker.
Okay, you go through this whole game, right? You probably got a couple tackles, all that kind of stuff. You get an interception on American soil to finish the game. Yeah. How does that feel?
It feels crazy.
You can't believe it.
Wow.
I mean, you're a little tired. You have your shoulder pad fixed so you can be nice and gorgeous for the camera. How does it feel to be on American soil and be able to play with all these American kids and play the game that you've grown to love?
I mean, I came out here to put Switzerland on the map. I think I did that.
I think Switzerland's on the map. Go enjoy this win with your team.
Thank you very much.
All right, now.
That's a lot of fun right there. That's what this game is all about. Steger with the time of his life over the last couple of days and the time of a Sunday afternoon well spent here on Bally Sports. An entertaining ball game. Won by the West, 37-25. Our players of the game when we come back on Bally Sports after this. Entertaining ball game, won by the West, 37-25. Time now for today's Player of the Games, brought to you by the Lead Prep Academy. Here's our PA announcer, Jim Shannon.
At this time, we'd now like to introduce our most valuable players. First, from the East offense, with 4 catches for 27 yards, 2 receiving touchdowns, and 1 throw for 1 point. From Fraser High School, wide receiver Marcellus Avery. From the East defense, with 5 tackles to go along with 3 sacks. From Bloomfield Hills, defensive end Ahmad Taylor. And now introducing the West most valuable players. On offense, with 178 yards for 2 touchdowns. From Portage Northern, running back Xavier Tyus. Defensive MVP for the West, with 6 tackles, 1 interception, and a 44-yard touchdown, linebacker Jason Scozales from Chelsea High School. Once again, fans, let's hear it for our most valuable players and all of our All-Stars in this 5th annual Legacy All-Star Classic. And now presenting the championship trophy to the West team, Legacy Director Justin Sassante, to Coach Alex Greeno,
family members, you are welcome to come to the field, take pictures. Thank you so much for allowing these young men to be in our care this week.
So the West wins it for the first time in the history of this All-Star Classic game, 37-25, the final, and we saw a lot of talent on display. And Devin Gardner has talked to most of them throughout the day and has another one here in the postgame. Dev?
Yeah, Xavier Tyus is special today in every way. The heartbeat of this team. How cool is it to meet all these new faces, right? People from out of this country and playing this game.
It was very cool getting to know everybody, getting to work with everybody, and just winning together.
What is next for Xavier Tyus? I talked to your dad. He talked about how influential he has been for you, how influential your brother has been for you. What's next for you?
Just keeping my head down, keep grinding, waiting for the opportunity.
He's a grinder. Back to you, Shep.
Yeah, and he deserves it. 18 carries. Look at that, 176 yards. He averaged almost 10 yards per touch and a couple of touchdowns. Coach Greeno said it throughout our broadcast today. He is a monster, and he was just that here
on one of the finer stages he will play in. Our final score from the Legacy Senior All-Star game here in Brighton. The West team wins at 37-25. For Devin Gardner and our entire Bally Sports Detroit crew, I'm Matt Shepard. We brought you the high school football finals this past weekend. High school football games all week long, and then, of course, this special Legacy Senior All-Star game as well. Appreciate you joining us all season. We'll see you at Wayne State for the Prep Kickoff Classic in August of 2023. Have a great afternoon, everybody.